You.
The University of Kentucky striving to reach their 6th consecutive bowl game will try to end a 4-game losing streak today on a beautiful homecoming afternoon here in Lexington. And we welcome you to the SEC on ESPN. Kentucky at 2-4, steps away from SEC play for the final time this season as they host the 8th-ranked team in FCS, Jacksonville State. And we welcome you inside Commonwealth Stadium. Rob Stone, Danny Cannell here with you. Well, the bye came at a beautiful time for this Kentucky program. They had suffered 4 straight losses, their last 3 to top-tier SEC teams. The main problem for Kentucky this year, their offense. They are 118th out of 120 FBS schools in total offense.
And it's no secret that the problems have revolved around their quarterback, Morgan Newton. He has struggled tremendously. The last 3 weeks, he's only completed 36% of his passes. I've been there before. I've struggled. Every quarterback gets into a slump. The biggest key for him today is getting off to a quick start, getting us some easy completions, and slowly building that confidence back up.
He's very good running it as well. They've been trying to increase his rushes. Speaking of rushing, Jacksonville State, that's where they make their money. They're led by Washaun Ely, who led the University of Georgia in rushing the last 2 seasons. By mutual consent, he and the university parted ways, so he finds himself now in Jacksonville, Alabama, where once again he's leading his team in rushing.
Well, he's happy now because he's the guy for this Jacksonville State offense. Last year, last 2 years, the leading rusher at the University of Georgia. Here he's taken over as the featured back, and Jack Crow really likes his attitude, likes what he brings to the game, and really stressed that he's getting better each and every week, in large part because he's a very intelligent back on the field, and he's growing more and more aware of this offense and how to handle the ball and where those creases are coming.
We saw the game day crew in East Lansing. They were a little bundled up, chilly, not so much here. Beautiful conditions, temperatures in the low 50s right now, very mild winds, sunny conditions, just a few sporadic clouds for Kentucky and Jacksonville State.
This is football weather, Rob. This is what makes you think of it right here.
Joker Phillips in his 2nd year. Last year he led the program to their 5th consecutive bowl game, was named the head coach in waiting in January of 08. A former wide receiver here at Kentucky, 935 yards and 9 touchdown grabs. He's been a part of the UK coaching staff since 2003 after starting in 1988 as a GA here. And on the flip side, Jack Crow, a guy familiar to SEC circles as his Gamecocks run onto the field here at Commonwealth Stadium. And there is Coach Crow, 79-49 in his 12th season at Jacksonville State. It's actually his 15th season as a head coach. He was the head coach at Arkansas from 90 to 92. One of those guys you could sit down and burn a whole weekend with just listening to his stories. And Coach Crow wearing the pink sweater given to him by a sorority on campus to help promote breast cancer awareness this month. Kentucky won the toss and has elected to receive. There are a couple things Joker Phillips said to us that he really wants to see in their game today. He doesn't want lulls. He wants them to make some big plays. Want to move the chains. He also needs a better return game, and they've made some moves this week. There is Winston Guy, a very talented gentleman in the secondary. He'll be returning this kickoff, and Michael Bailey, number 41, is lined up to his right. Field position has been something that has been an issue for Kentucky.
And when you're on an offense that struggles and you have to drive the entire length of the field, it seems like the field looks like forever. You see a lot of green in front of you. The best thing they can do to help them out, give them a solid return game right here.
Griffin Thomas set to kick it off for Jacksonville State. We're underway here in Lexington. Michael Bailey from about the 2. Across the 20 to the 30, a spin, and he's finally taken down. Morgan Newton, the junior from Carmel, Indiana, comes on to lead the Kentucky offense. 69 completions. You'll see his percentage rate. 6 TDs, 7 interceptions. His last game, not a good one. 4 of 21 for 17 yards and an interception. Did have success, though, running the ball. First play is a pitch to Raymond Sanders, and Sanders a healthy chunk on first down. Sanders started the season at tailback, underwent minor knee surgery to clean up some cartilage damage, did not play versus Louisville, Florida, and LSU. He is now back as the starter because during the bye week they learned that their leading rusher, Josh Clemens, a true freshman, out for the year with a knee injury. 2nd and 3 on the opening drive. Newton over the middle and in and out of the hands, and this Kentucky receiving corps, Danny, has had a case of the drops all season long. Nick Melillo unable to bring that one in.
And we talked, offensive coordinator Randy Sanders said they've had at least 10 to 12 drops really affecting here. See, Morgan Newton getting pressure as he throws, but he delivered a perfect pass right to Melillo. He's got to come down with those plays, especially when your quarterback is struggling.
3rd and 3. Over the middle, and too strong to be pulled in, intended for Matt Rourke. So Newton starts off 0 for 2 on the opening drive, a 3 and out.
Well, the first pass he threw to his tight end, Melillo, was perfectly placed. That pass there to Rourke was a little bit behind him, but in either case, you got to come down with those catches for your quarterback. Well, we just talked about the need for this Kentucky offense to get off to a fast start. That is not what they wanted to happen there in that first series.
Alan Bonner, 806 career punt return yards, standing at his 20. Good boot from Ryan Tidlochka. Fielded at the 14, breaks an initial tackle, a spin, and down close to the 25. Punt of 48 yards. Cody Blanchard, the sophomore from Leesburg, Alabama, the starting quarterback. Marquez Ivory was the starting quarterback, broke his ankle early in the first game, and they handed the reins to Blanchard, who did play a lot as a true freshman last year, where he was more of a runner, has developed his passing game. A wonderful athlete, also plays on the baseball team and was a former Major League Baseball pick. They will run a lot of option as Blanchard starts from the shotgun, hands that one off, and actually keeps it after the fake to Ely. So Blanchard with the QB keeper, Winston Guy, the tackle, Martavius Nellums there as well.
And Rick Minter, the defensive coordinator, said the defense needs to assist the offense, come up with some big stops, try to tilt the field in the Kentucky offense's favor.
A gain of 4 on first down. Jacksonville State will come to the line quickly, but it's not necessarily a high tempo offense. Well, power I formation right now. Play action. And down goes Blanchard. Nellums with the tackle, was able to pick up 1 yard, was Blanchard, so that'll bring up 3rd and 5.
Blanchard, a little play action pass, looking downfield. Good penetration right away for Kentucky. And that's what they need to do. They need to dominate that line of scrimmage where they have these size advantages up front. This is where Cody Blanchard can really hurt you with his legs if nothing's there in the passing game.
Low snap, handled well by Blanchard. Flag on the play. That'll be a first down on the completion. Kevin Cooper with the first reception of the afternoon in this game.
Kevin Cooper. Complete. There is a penalty marker on the play.
Referee Tom Ritter with the call.
Illegal formation. 5 players in the backfield on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Replay 3rd down.
Jack Crow's got to be frustrated with that. You come up with a big third down conversion, and just because your guys couldn't line up correctly, it comes back. You see the frustration on his face.
So now 3rd and 10. Blanchard looking left, fires it, complete. Initial tackle broken by Howard, and then run out of bounds shy of the 35. That will not be enough. Blanchard, also the team's punter, which always puts a couple wrinkles on your special teams preparation.
The red flag should go up for everybody on this return team.
Blanchard gets that one off. Fair catch called, fielded, and then bounced off his hands, flag down. This is going to go against Jacksonville State. 36-yard punt as we wait for the call.
They have to give him space with which to catch the football.
Also looked like, I thought he had his hand up for a fair catch as well. Prior to that moment, yeah.
It's James Shaw, number 4.
Kick catch interference. Kicking team number 4. 15-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. First down, media timeout.
Big one, second penalty already on Jacksonville State as that punt goes off the lid of James Shaw.
For friends. For fun. For life. Forget the forecast, because the weather is seasonal. Life isn't. Introducing the all-new, all-affordable, all-season class leader, Extra 4X. Receive a $50 rebate at KumoTireUSA.com. Let's go.
Taco Bell's Double XL Chalupa. Double the premium seasoned beef, warm nacho cheese sauce, and toppings upon toppings in a monster chalupa shell. It's so big, you're gonna need a closer.
Just in. Me. You're done. Fact.
If New Line Cinema took all the sex,
Are we gonna do this or what?
illegal substances,
I think I was starting to trip out a little bit. Dude, we're claymated.
violence, and foul language
My snozzle.
out of the new Harold and Kumar movie, it would look like this.
Harold? Come on.
Don't worry, we didn't.
I shot Santa Claus in the face.
What the?
A very Harold and Kumar 3D Christmas. Rated R, November 4th.
Cut.
I have a small part in a big movie. I thought we'd be on location for 3 days. It's been 3 weeks. So I used my City Simplicity card to pick up a few things, and I don't have to worry about a late fee, which is good.
No! Bigger!
Because I don't think we're going anywhere for a while.
Write your story with the new City Simplicity card. No late fees, no penalty rate, no worries. Get started at citysimplicity.com.
For the second straight year, Jacksonville State on the road at an SEC institution, and Jack Crow and company pulled off a shocker at Ole Miss last year. They were down 31-10 at half with 18 seconds left in regulation. There's the touchdown pass. They had to go for the 2-point conversion. LaRae Williams gets it, so we go to OT at 34s. First overtime, Ivory. Alan Bonner gave them a 7-point lead. Second overtime, Cody Blanchard. How about this? On 4th and 15, 30-yard strike to Kevin Cooper. They're within 1, they go for 2. And Middleton punches it in for the big road win. A game that the staff said strengthened our brand, and that leads us to our Twitter question of the day, if you will, at ESPNU. What are the 6 FCS teams to win versus FBS opponents this season? You and I picked out a couple before we saw the actual answer. We'll show that one to you a little bit later. Give us your answers. on Twitter. Koshik Williams in at tailback, and he gets the carry for Kentucky on their second offensive series of the game. Nick Johnson with the tackle after the gain of 3. There's Johnson, the junior from Fort Payne, Alabama, was a safety, and they moved him down recently, get him a little closer to the line of scrimmage. Staying on the ground, a big burst there by Williams, close to a first down. Let's take a look at our impact players, Danny.
Well, it starts in the backfield. Raymond Sanders picking up for Josh Clemens, the injured running back. Raymond's going to have to carry the load on the ground. And then at the wide receiver position, you've got Lerod King. They desperately need somebody to step up in that playmaking role. And if you would think it would be anybody, it would be him.
King closing in on 1,000 yards receiving, needs just 65 today to hit that point, and a whistle on the field and a timeout by Jacksonville State.
Timeout. Jacksonville State. That is their first charge timeout.
Want to hate for college? Want to serve your country? Want to develop leadership skills that will last a lifetime? Check out nationalguard.com.
For Jacksonville State, let's look at their impact players. It starts up front with Monty Lewis. He's their pass rusher. He can also drop into coverage. And in the secondary, they've got A.J. Davis. And both these two impact players are also getting looks from the NFL. They've got that kind of talent for Jack Crow and this Jacksonville State team.
A lot of NFL scouts have come through Jacksonville, Alabama to take a look at Lewis and Davis. And it's one of those programs that if you're looking for a good special team type guy in the early stages of his NFL career, might develop into something else, this program's probably got a couple of those guys. It'll be interesting to see what they think of Ely next year in his senior campaign. Another rush by Williams, and our first down of the afternoon. Lewis there with the tackle. It'll be his 103rd of his career.
And there's two ways you can help Morgan Newton with his confidence. One is giving him easy passes. The other is establishing that running game. Even that first down was on the ground. That's a confidence builder for Morgan Newton because they're still on the field. He's getting able to find his rhythm. Now I'd like to see them give him a short, easy pass to try to get his confidence going even more.
Newton from the shotgun looks to the sideline. 3 wideouts, 2 to his left. Rolling left, running all the way. A big pickup, a first down, and then a little bonus change for Newton. Ball comes loose late. Jacksonville State thinks they have it. Pierre Warren able to scoop it up, and our first turnover of the game after a very encouraging play for Newton.
Well, Morgan Newton had a lot of green grass to run toward at the end of the play. It's always when you see it happen, players are grasping, they're trying to stretch for that extra yardage. That's when Morgan Newton coughed it up. See the quarterback lead all the way, it's called. Morgan Newton coming off his biggest rushing performance of the year last week. At the end of the play, Rashad Smith comes up, delivers a blow. Number 9, Jason Horton also in on the action. Ball's on the ground, and Jacksonville State, true freshman Pierre Warren gets the recovery.
We're going to take another look at this one.
The previous play is under further review.
So it is a fumble ruled on the field as we take another look at this run by Newton. Held up there, appears to have the ball. And then the second tackler comes in and blows it out.
That ball squirted out pretty quick. I mean, it was right on impact. It was a real bang-bang play. You see it there in full speed right there. It takes a lick. Cannot see it from that angle. The big question is going to be, was his knee down when that ball came flying out? There's his knee down, and almost instantaneously, the ball comes loose. Now, the ruling on the field was that it was a fumble recovered by Jacksonville State. In this situation, to me, and to my eyes, I don't know if there is conclusive video evidence of what went down first, his knee or the ball coming out.
It's Jason Horton, number 9, coming into the scene to jar the ball loose from Newton. Well, these are the 3 calls that we are anticipating. It'll be one of these 3, and here it is, a quick one
After
from
further
Tom Ritter.
review, the ruling on the field stands. Jacksonville State ball, first down.
Turnovers on first down continue to plague the University of Kentucky. They had 4 turnovers on first down in their game at South Carolina, and they have another one here today. On first down, quarterback keeper thrown to the turf after he crossed the 25 by Martavius Nellums.
Cody Blanchard, he's fun to watch. He has little play fakes while he's running. You always have to respect his ability to make plays with his legs, but he also can move the ball downfield when you least expect it. Saw that in that Ole Miss game last year on a couple key plays of that game.
Pickup of 3 on first down. Now both teams content to try and move the chains with the rushing game. Mr. Cobble with the tackle. So bring up 3rd and 6 for Jacksonville State. Gamecocks looking for their first down of the afternoon.
Rob, can you tell me what those mean right there?
I'm going to need to take another look.
I love
at
those
that
signs.
I'm like a 4-year-old kid. I'm immediately hooked by looking at those signs. Under pressure, low ball thrown by Blanchard, and another 3 and out for the Gamecocks.
That's the 2nd time on a 3rd down situation where Cody Blanchard has been flushed from the pocket, and Kentucky really hasn't had to blitz to get pressure on him. And if they can do that all day long, it could be a struggle for this Jacksonville State team. And that's got to be something Rick Minner, the defensive coordinator, likes, because you can mix up coverages, you can disguise things in the secondary when you can just rush 4 guys and get after the quarterback.
Again, Blanchard stays on to punt. Randall Burden back, standing at his 38. Low punt, not a good one. Bounces and takes a great roll for Jacksonville State inside the 25. A 49-yard punt from the starting quarterback, Cody Blanchard. Scoreless here in Lexington, 8:10 left in the first quarter.
Creating a business website is easy. Whether you're a lawyer, a photographer, or a beauty salon. Choose your type of business, company name, color scheme, and design. Done. Customize your site with your own text, pictures, and logo. Customers will find you everywhere. Choose from over 200 industries. One-and-One My Website. Try it now for free. One-and-One.com.
Many men have a small problem. When they get close to attractive women, they lose all self-control. Thankfully, there is a solution. Perspiration can be controlled.
Be free and express yourself, do what comes naturally.
Be yourself. Be refreshing. Be 7-Up. Nobody does what Papa John's does.
Earn double points for free pizza fast with Papa Rewards only at papajohns.com. Double points every day. Now that's free pizza fast.
Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.
Rob Stone, Dana Cannell back here with you on homecoming weekend in Lexington. ESPN News coverage of college football rolls on when we're done here. An ACC showdown at 3:30, the All-State game of the week. Mike Glennon and the Wolfpack taking on Perry Jones and the Cavs, who had a big win last week versus then unbeaten Georgia Tech. And then Tonight at 7 in prime time, Army taking on Vanderbilt. The Vandy's led by the rushing attack of Zach Stacy. College football on ESPNU Saturday. Here's a look at what NC State has done this year. Next week, we will see them in Tallahassee taking on Florida State at noon.
And Mike Glennon, what a tough job he has had having to replace Russell Wilson. He's doing an outstanding job. His numbers he's putting up are pretty impressive, but people are watching Russell Wilson out in Wisconsin leading the Heisman race right now.
Again, Kentucky going to the ground. This will put them over 40 yards rushing. They are yet to have a passing yard. Pickup of 3 there on first down by Raymond Sanders, the sophomore from Stone Mountain, Georgia.
And this Kentucky team, they had high expectations for Morgan Newton, who got to play some the last couple years. But man, when you lose 3 guys like Randall Cobb, Derek Locke, and Chris Matthews, it is never easy to replace them. And man, they have struggled to do so this season.
That's been a tough schedule too. Let's not forget Florida, LSU, South Carolina, 3 of the best teams in the world, not just the SEC. Newton still without a completion.
And now, with every down that they struggle, you start to hear the crowd kind of start groaning, mumbling a little bit. And that was a concern of Joker Phillips. He said, hey, we need to get off to a fast start or else the crowd is going to turn on us. And then, you know, it starts creeping. Your players start to hear it, and they lose that confidence, and they lose faith. They have got to do something soon, or that pressure is only going to continue to mount. Newton
0 for 3. Again, his first pass should have been caught and probably could have gone for 6. 3rd and 7. Complete. Rourke short of the first down. 3 and out. Brandon Bird, the senior backup middle linebacker, with the tackle, and the punt team comes back on for Kentucky.
And those short, easy throws are what Randy Sanders wanted to give to Morgan Newton. The problem is when you have 3rd and 8, you've got to throw the ball further down the field in order to get the first down. So the struggles continue for this Kentucky offense.
Tidlochka with 8 punts inside the 20, fields this one at about his 12, almost blocked. A towering punt. Alan Bonner watches this one go out of bounds. A.J. Davis almost able to reject that punt. Jacksonville State with the win last year at Ole Miss, trying to get another one on the road in SEC land. Almost had a black punt there.
Wednesday night volleyball at 8 and 10 on ESPNU.
Hey, big dog. Listen, son, your 20s, gosh, they can be such a magical time.
Wait, what? Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hey, Kevin.
Keisha, you made my car insurance super easy to understand. What are they talking about?
They're kicking you out.
What?
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there with a walk-in closet.
But I just graduated.
A dojo.
Oh!
Sauna.
Gross.
I'll help you pack.
Agents make insurance easier. Get to a better state. State Farm.
To play this game is definitely truly a blessing. I love to play the game of football just because it's a release for me. I've been playing it since I was about 6 years old, and I just can get away from all the off-the-field things. I just get to go out and have fun with my friends and hit some people.
Feeling buried by all the piles of paper in your home or office? Maybe it's time you traded in the old filing cabinet for a new office assistant. Meet the Neat Desk Scanner and Organizer, the only scanner that actually thinks while it scans. With Neat Desk, all your important documents can be easily scanned and then organized with the NeatWorks software, so that shoebox full of receipts instantly becomes a manageable expense report. That stack of business cards can go directly into your computer's contact list. Virtually any piece of paper automatically becomes a searchable document that you can find with a simple keyword. And here's the best part. If you call or visit us at tryneat.com right now, you can use the Neat Desk or the amazing Neat Portable Scanner for 30 days absolutely free. That's right, you'll have 1 full month to enjoy a paper-free lifestyle absolutely free. That's how confident we are that you'll love your Neat Organizer. So give us a call or go to tryneat.com for your 30-day trial and say goodbye to all that paper.
You're watching the SEC on ESPN. Homecoming afternoon here in Lexington. University of Kentucky and Jacksonville State. Scoreless early stages of this one. Jacksonville State ranked number 8 in the FCS coaches poll, so the 4th straight ranked opponent for Kentucky. Well, Sean Ely and Calvin Middleton in the backfield for Jacksonville State. Ely yet to have a touch this afternoon. Man in motion is Alan Bonner. Winston Guy with the tackle after the short pickup. Gain of 4 on first down by Ely on his first carry. Who are the 6 FCS teams this season to win versus FBS opponents? Jacksonville State trying to add their name to that list. If you know the answer, fire it off at Twitter. We're going to have another bonus Twitter shout out courtesy of Danny a little bit later in the broadcast that you're not going to want to miss.
Very special.
Yes, Ole Miss fell last year at home to this Jacksonville State team. Another attack from Ely. He's bottled up. Gain of 3. That'll bring up 3rd and 3. Avery Williamson, the sophomore from Milan, Tennessee, with the tackle.
And Sean Ely finding no space to run into. So far, this Kentucky defense has done a pretty good job getting after the quarterback and clogging those running lanes.
Cody Blanchard, the sophomore quarterback. 7 on the play clock. Drops back, complete, Cooper. And Cooper will have the first down of the afternoon for Jacksonville State.
Kentucky trying to bring some pressure all the way from the outside. They brought a corner blitz. Watch him come right here. But where he vacates is exactly where Cody Blanchard throws it to. That's always where you find the open spot. It's a big first down for Jacksonville State.
Gain of 9. Blanchard now 2 for 3 for 18 yards through the air. Blanchard, the pitch. Ely trying to get around the corner, able to pick up maybe about 4, and a late flag they are pleading for on the sideline. And Winston Guy there to push him out after the gain of 4. There is the flag. Right in front of Jack Crow and his staff. Well, Sean Ely, the junior from Stillmore, Georgia, led the University of Georgia in rushing his freshman and sophomore years before being granted a unconditional release after a mutual decision between Georgia and himself. Found himself in Jacksonville, Alabama, where he leads them in rushing. 588 yards coming into today on the ground for Ely.
The more success that Jacksonville State has, they're going to get more guys that want to transfer to go play at a program like this.
Well, they're after the call, we'll remind you that they're not new to big-name transfers from SEC schools. Ryan Perilou, a former LSU quarterback, now a New York Giant practice squad member, also played at Jacksonville State briefly.
There were 2 fouls on the play. Illegal block below the waist, number 81 offense. That's a 15-yard penalty. And we had a dead ball, personal foul, late hit out of bounds on Kentucky. That's 15 yards as well, but carries an automatic first down.
So the win in that penalty draw goes to Jacksonville State with an automatic first down. Matching 15-yard penalties.
Here's number 81 right in front of you. Right there, goes low on a Kentucky defender. And then right there at the end of the play, was Sean Ely clearly out of bounds. Officials got both calls.
On 1st and 10. maybe a yard. Couple transfers from good programs on this Jacksonville State roster. Ely, Jackson, Smith, Watson. We talked to Coach Crow about it pregame. He said, you know, it's not like we're one of those schools where we'll just take anybody. It's just that we're a program that is starting to be recognized, and we're getting good talent. And he's told us, hey, I get phone calls every week about guys wanting to come my way. He has a wonderful reputation, has a lot of contacts in this region as well. Big sack, loose ball. It's going to be scooped up. Nellums. Touchdown, UK. A 40-yard fumble recovery for a touchdown.
And Rick Minter, defensive coordinator, Kentucky, said we need to help our offense. We need to tilt the field. And did they ever tilt it? Martavius Nellums with the scoop and score.
11th turnover forced this season by the Kentucky D. 7-0 Wildcats on homecoming weekend. Well, the offense isn't exactly moving the ball and putting up points. The defense, once again, doing the job.
Nellums comes from the safety position on a blitz. Absolutely drills Cody Blanchard. He didn't see him coming. And then scoops it up and does the rest on his own.
First defensive touchdown of the season for the Wildcats.
There's defensive coordinator Rick Minter. He's got to be happy with that play by his defense.
Minter, former head coach up the road at the University of Cincinnati. Defensive coordinator stints at Notre Dame and South Carolina.
And that is a tough thing for Cody Blanchard to see, because he's coming off play action, so he had to turn his back. Then he's looking to the left side of the field. Nellums, the pressure came for the right. He never saw him coming, never had a chance.
Joker Phillips and his D dialing up 7 points. 3:33 left in the first quarter. And the Wildcats on the board first. In baseball terms, I believe that is the unassisted triple play, the sack, forced fumble, scoop, and touchdown. Washawn Ely, one of a couple players back to return this kick, as is Alan Bonner. And they go out of bounds, so good starting field position coming up here for Jacksonville State.
The best defenses disguise what they're going to do. Here's Nellums right here, safety position. Watch him start to creep, and then at the snap, he blitzes. Cody Blanchard thinks he's okay. Martavius Nellums just absolutely crushed Blanchard. And like you said, Rob, the unassisted triple play. It is World Series time, right?
Absolutely, my friend. Although you and I don't exactly have rooting interest anymore in the World Series.
No, we don't. But that is a big, I mean, we just talked about how the crowd needed to get behind the offense. Well, if you make plays like that on defense, you don't have to worry about it.
1st and 10 from the 40 for Jacksonville State. Trey Smith in motion. The give to Middleton. Calvin Middleton was the starting tailback before Ely came on campus. Came into the game with 308 yards rushing. Welcome to the SEC on ESPN. Jacksonville State, a top 10 team in the FCS at the University of Kentucky. Rob Stone, Danny Cannell, glad you're with us on a beautiful homecoming Saturday in Lexington. A defensive touchdown for Kentucky has them up 7-0, 2nd and 7. Quarterback keeper Blanchard avoiding a couple tackles and will run for a first down across midfield to close to the 46.
Cody Blanchard's not the biggest guy out there. 6 feet, 185 pounds, but you can see how elusive he is in the backfield.
And Blanchard, a 2010 41st round pick at shortstop by the Baltimore Orioles, turned down a $500,000 offer to play collegiately. He plays football and baseball for Jacksonville State. Little pitch. Middleton scoots out of bounds. Leadoff hitter for the baseball team, a freshman All-American, really plays all over the infield. Doesn't spend a whole lot of time with the football team due to all of his baseball commitments. He was also All-State in basketball in Alabama. So he was Mr. Football in Florida and All-State in baseball and basketball.
You got to remember, too, he's all freshman in baseball, and they play Division I in that sport.
Good protection. Blanchard rolls out, and that one batted down, a dead ball. Christian Coleman, number 92, the two freshmen from Milan, Tennessee, batting this one down. We talked about Blanchard being a two-sport star. You know about playing baseball and football.
You know, it's so much fun. I mean, that's what I missed about high school. You played 3 sports, tried to play 2. It is such a time management issue because you're always going somewhere, one practice to another. The coaches want you out there at football. So I got a tremendous amount of respect to guys who can do it successfully.
Russell Wilson did it very well at North Carolina State. And he's got a big game for his new team, Wisconsin, tonight on ESPN at Michigan State. Big 3rd and 10 here for Jacksonville State. Ely, the reception. Oh, nice little cut. Trying to get to the 40. He'll be well short of a first down. Pickup of 5 there. So they'll be 5 yards shy. Alvin Dupree with the tackle. There's a flag on the field. I don't see it. I didn't see where it was dropped. Did you pick that up, Danny?
I did not see it. I was watching the coaches getting ready to go for it on 4th down.
It'll be on Jacksonville State as we await the call.
After the play, personal foul, number 16, offense, unnecessary roughness. That'll be 15 yards from the dead ball spot. It'll be 4th down.
So the wideout, Alan Bonner.
And that's a big penalty for this Jacksonville State team. They were starting to drive. They had a couple successful plays. They were thinking about going for it on 4th down. Here's number 16 right at the top of your screen.
4th penalty for 50 yards. Their offense has only moved it 42 yards. Randall Burden backtracking inside his 20. Punt of 39 yards, return of 8 as we look at your top 3 quarterbacks so far this season. We were talking about Mr. Wilson just moments ago.
Well, the first one there, Andrew Luck, is everybody's favorite. Everybody's talking about him. He'll be the number 1 pick in the NFL draft. Russell Wilson, really impressive. His schedule is going to start to get tougher. Robert Griffin III had a couple tough games, a loss last week, but he still statistically is as impressive as anybody.
Newton under center has just 1 completion. They go to the ground. Williams, short pickup of 3 on 1st down. Francis Duncan, the junior from Cartersville, Georgia, with the tackle.
And this Kentucky offense needs to do something. They've started okay, you know, their own 34. The defense has stepped up and made plays. Now it's the offense's turn. They need to start gaining confidence as well.
45 of their 49 yards of offense via the ground game. Easy completion. Rourke. And Rourke, that'll be enough for a first down.
You know, there's a case where it's an easy completion. He got it out to Matt Rourke, but even on a bubble screen, when you get it to him, you've got to give him a chance to keep running. Don't change his track And right here, you'll see Rourke has to do a little 360 turn. It kind of stops his momentum.
Second completion of the game for Newton. All of them have been of the short, easy variety. Newton will keep it. Time winding down here in the first quarter. Newton with a short pickup on first down. 3 yards they'll give him. That'll bring up 2nd and 7 when we return for our coverage of the second quarter. Only 1 touchdown scored here in the first, and it was of the defensive variety. Martavius Nellums streaking through, blocking. Blanchard scoops it up, takes it 40 yards to the house. 7-0 Kentucky.
Saturday Night Football on ABC. Texas Tech, Oklahoma, or Washington, Stanford.
If you having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 problems, but ain't one hit me. 99 problems, but ain't one. If you having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 problems, but ain't one hit me.
Rated M for mature.
We are visitors, underdogs, party crashers, guests in a den of lions. But we will prevail. Because today, we are more than conquerors.
It's time to make our floor look better and feel softer. How about we start with the guaranteed low price on the carpet, the pad, and installation. Let's get peace of mind for a lifetime. It all adds up to better carpet at a better price. And a great-looking room transformed. More saving, more doing. That's the power of the Home Depot. Get 10% off or 18-month special financing on carpet purchases of $450 or more when you use your Home Depot credit card.
The one restaurant with unlimited amazing food for one incredibly low price just might have gone deliciously off the chart. Only Golden Corral would introduce the lusciously amazing chocolate wonderfall. Dip fresh strawberries, marshmallows, homemade macaroons, and more in a non-stop flowing river of chocolate indulgence. That's right, a non-stop flowing river of chocolate indulgence. Golden Corral. Now this is helping yourself to happiness.
You ready for this? I just signed the whole family up for unlimited mobile-to-mobile minutes.
You're kidding. No. Where's that money coming from, Steve? Did it even cross your mind to ask your wife before signing us up for something so expensive? My mother was right. I should have married John Clark.
They were free. I got them when I signed us up for unlimited messaging.
Get more value from AT&T. Buy an unlimited messaging plan and call any U.S. mobile phone free. AT&T.
7-0 Kentucky as we get set to start the second quarter here on homecoming weekend in Lexington. Rob Stone, Danny Cannell here with you. Much of the focus during the bye week, the offensive woes for Kentucky, particularly their quarterback Morgan Newton. The staff admitting his confidence is shaken. So what do you do to get one's confidence up?
And I still think he looks a little shaky out there in the first quarter. But one thing you have to do is make plays for him. It started early in the game. He delivered a perfect pass to his tight end off his fingertips. Then he's just kind of off sync, just a little bit off. Sometimes he's got to put some touch on it. He throws it too hard. But just the bottom line is they've got to give him some easy throws. The more passes he completes, his confidence will grow with each one.
Pitching that one and getting around the edge is Williams. Big pickup on second down, and that'll go for a first down.
I mean, starting off, first play of the game, Morgan Newton drops back, gets drilled while he throws, delivers a perfect pass to his tight end Malillo, and he drops it. Then here you see him trying to hit Rourke, just a little bit behind. There He's out front of Vork again. Just a little bit out of sync from Morgan Newton. Of course, he also fumbled a ball on the run. That's not going to help your confidence, but it can turn in a heartbeat. You just got to have that one big play.
More rushing here from Williams. And you're going to be seeing a lot of Williams because we just got a report that starting tailback Raymond Sanders sprained his ankle in the first quarter. His return is questionable. Pickup of 15 on first down for Williams.
Well, Coach Sheik looks he looks energetic back there. He's explosive. Some of the biggest plays of this game so far come from Coach Sheik Williams.
Williams 8 carries, 41 yards. Close to another first down.
Just look at Raymond Sanders, who had knee surgery early in the year, missed 3 games, and the injury bug continues to bother him.
Again, Josh Clemens, their leading rusher, out for the season. They discovered that during the bye week due to a knee injury. So they turned to Sanders, who's now on the bench. So now it's Koshik Williams. Next up, Williams having a good first half. Newton lost one for the end zone. Flag on the play. Touchdown the call. Lerod King the grab. If it stands, a 29-yard touchdown strike.
It's going to stand. I believe it was defensive pass interference.
Danny talked about sometimes it just takes one play to get your confidence back. I wonder what that will do for Morgan Newton. His 7th touchdown pass of the year, 7 plays, 76-yard drive. McIntosh now 11 for 11 with his PATs this year. 14 love Kentucky.
Morgan Newton just throwing a straight go route to Lerod King. Joker Phillips has got to be thrilled. Somebody stepped up and made a play for this Kentucky offense. Morgan Newton loves it.
You know, it's pretty simple. You want the new iPhone. We want to buy the one in your pocket. We're Gazelle.com, and we'll pay you more than you probably think. We'll pay you fast. We'll even pay the shipping. Like I said, simple. You want the new iPhone. We'll pay you for the one in your pocket. So what's your phone worth? Go to Gazelle.com. Do it now for our best offer. That's Gazelle.com. Couldn't be simpler.
I don't want to get up. I don't want to go to work. I hate mornings. Great, I have 20 minutes. No time for coffee. Hello, my friend.
Can't get it together in the morning? Try 5-Hour Energy. It's simple, effective, and unlike coffee, it's ready right now. No waiting, no hassle.
Let's do this.
5-Hour Energy, the no wait, no hassle way to a great morning.
Say cheese. Are you smiling yet? Of course you are, especially since the new Let's Get Cheesy menu starts at just $4.99. Only at Denny's. America's Diner is always open.
I'm gonna grab some more munchies. Be back in a sec. Cool.
What's up, Clay Matthews? You want a piece of me?
This ain't over, punk! Whoa, I see you met my Clay Matthews fathead.
Real big fathead. Get yours at fathead.com.
Morgan Newton now 3 for 6, 41 yards, and a very important touchdown. Kentucky up 14-0. In their previous 10 quarters, they put up all of 10 points. The last 8 minutes, 14 points. Joker Phillips has to be happy with the start. His Wildcats have gotten off to a defensive touchdown, and now his much maligned quarterback lobbing one into the end zone, and Larod King pulling in his 5th touchdown of the season. Joe Mansour sending this one. Ely fields it inside the 10. Ely to the 27.
And a lot of times as a quarterback, you got to give your receivers a chance to make a play, and that's exactly what Morgan Newton did. Gave Larod King a chance on a deep route, one-on-one coverage. Watch the concentration at the end. I mean, that's pretty good defensive coverage by Jacksonville State. Denzel Bynum there, but Larod King just showed more want to right there.
King 6'4", 194. Can't hurt to keep lobbing things up to that big target who's closing in on 1,000 yards career receiving today.
And now for Jacksonville State, you got to start worrying about this game getting out of hand early, so you've got to start producing something on offense.
Ely cuts left. Strong pickup on first down. That should move the chains.
And that's what Sean Zealy, that's his best run of the day. You saw a little extra move inside, a spin move. And if they want to get back in this game, it's going to have to come on his shoulders. Nice little cutback to the open field. Doesn't go down at first contact. That's the type of rushing that made him University of Georgia's leading rusher the past 2 seasons.
See his numbers just shy of a first down, so it'll be second and a few inches here. And Ely will get the first down now. Pickup of 3. Winston Guy with the tackle. Guy came into the game 8th in FBS with tackles per game, 11.17. His teammate, the real linebacker Denny Trevathan, leading the SEC in tackles and 6th in the nation with 12 per game. Both of these teams sport a defense which leads their sides. They are defensive reliant. Calvin Middleton will give him a yard on first down. And speaking of Trevathan, there he is with the tackle, the senior from Leesburg, Florida. And he dipped his toes in the NFL draft last year, pulled out, but actually liked where they anticipated he would go in the mid-round. Doesn't seem to be quite big enough to be a linebacker on the Sunday level, though. Dashing run across the 45 for Middleton.
Danny Trevathan, I agree with you, Rob. I think if he moves that next level, he's better off at the secondary position. He's just a little undersized to play linebacker in the NFL, but he has a nose for the football. Defensive coordinator Rick Minter said he lives up to all the hype that surrounds him.
First University of Kentucky linebacker to earn first-team All-American honors. He did it last year as a junior. 3rd and 4 for Jacksonville State. Blanchard rolling right. Quick completion to Shaw. Shaw trying to break a tackle, and the mark looks like it's going to be Shaw.
Oh, it is going to be real close. Jacksonville State keeping their punting team on the sideline for now. Now they start to come on, but remember, Cody Blanchard back there is the punter. So it's always a threat.
Randall Burden back at his 20. Angled punt away from Burden, fields it inside his 10 and then turns around, tries to go north and is met immediately. Shy of the 15. James Shaw with the tackle. 14-0 Kentucky. When we return, an update, Oklahoma State at Missouri.
At TireRack.com, we stock an incredible number of tires, nearly 1 million tires. But we don't just stock them, we test them. And we post user reviews so you can find which tires are the best for you and your car. One more way Tire Rack is revolutionizing the way you buy tires. Be ready for winter. Visit TireRack.com to shop Bridgestone's complete selection of Blizzak winter tires, designed to provide extra traction in snow, ice, and cold. TireRack.com. Research, buy, deliver, install.
Cut! I have a small part in a big movie. I thought we'd be on location for 3 days. It's been 3 weeks. So I used my City Simplicity card to pick up a few things, and I don't have to worry about a late fee, which is good.
No! Bigger!
Because I don't think we're going anywhere for a while.
Write your story with the new City Simplicity card. No late fees, no penalty rate, no worries. Get started at citysimplicity.com.
Taco Bell's Double XL Chalupa. Double the premium seasoned beef, warm nacho cheese sauce, and toppings upon toppings in a monster chalupa shell. It's so big, you're gonna need a closer.
This just in. Me. You're done. Fact.
Team is not something you do alone. Team is plural. Team is arms, legs, blood, sweat, and soul. A lot goes into team. But what we take away stays with us forever.
Noka in our studios here, updating a couple of undefeated Big 12 teams. Kansas State taking on arch rival Kansas. They are just too much. Too much Colin Klein. 2 touchdown runs for the K-State quarterback. It's 14-zip. Meanwhile, Brandon Whedon, 20th straight game with a touchdown pass. 29th career touchdown to Justin Blackman. Oklahoma State rolling Missouri 14-3.
Thank you, Dari. Oklahoma State trying to go to 7-0 for just the 3rd time in school history. Kentucky up 14-0, seeking their 3rd victory of the year. They have yet to pass it on first down, and that trend continues here. Koshik Williams with the run on first down for a couple yards. Oklahoma State, one of a dwindling number of unbeaten teams. As we take a look at this list of the 10 remaining unbeatens, Danny, who is your team to beat?
Well, I think the top 3, LSU, Alabama, and Oklahoma, the 3 top ranked teams. It's really splitting hairs, but for me, Oklahoma is the best team in the country, and I know SEC fans aren't going to be thrilled with that.
Big hole and a big run. Across midfield, Williams taken down by Robert Gray, a gain of 35 yards. Again, Williams was not the starting running back today. Sanders on the bench with an ankle injury.
Now, and Koshik Williams, who had a great game against the University of Florida, finding some running lanes. You got to give a lot of credit to this Kentucky offensive line. Koshik Williams has shown a lot of speed. And this offensive line, which had a lot of injury issues early on, starting to play with some continuity.
Flags on the floor. Williams just 10 yards shy of 100.
Substitution infraction on the defense. 12 players in formation. 5-yard penalty. Remains first down.
Penalties really hitting Jacksonville State hard today.
And Jack Crow cannot be happy about that. This is not how you beat teams like they did last year. They beat Ole Miss. They're hoping to pull off the upset today. That is not how you do it.
5th penalty for 55 yards already for Jacksonville State on 1st and 5. Jonathan George comes in to give Williams a breather. There's George, the sophomore from Lincoln, Alabama. Jacksonville State Ranked number 8 in the FCS coaches poll, taking on Kentucky, who's seeking their 3rd win. Homecoming weekend here at Commonwealth Stadium. Rob Stone, former Florida State quarterback Danny Cannell here with you. You can follow us on Twitter at ESPNU. Play action. Newton, dangerous with his feet. First down. Thrown down as he crossed the 25. Scoring began in the first quarter, and it was of the defensive variety. Martavius Nellums, the sack, the scoop, and the 6. And then in the second quarter, Larod King nestled underneath this offering from Newton. A 29-yard grab. His 5th of the campaign, 14-0, and Kentucky looking to add to that. Williams, another game. Williams, a former walk-on. Coaching staff telling us yesterday he's been beat up a little bit, has not played in the last 2 games.
All of Kentucky's backs are small-ish. And when you look at Coach Williams running through those running lanes, he looks hard to bring down because Jacksonville State can hardly find him behind the big offensive lineman.
His career high was 95 yards. He's just surpassed it. He's 3 yards shy of his first 100-yard game of his career. Newton. Jamison Wadley, the 2010 All-Ohio Valley 2nd team pick, with the tackle there on Newton.
Morgan Newton getting it done with his legs this afternoon. He doesn't, he's 6'4", he's 235. He's not exactly the fleetest of foot, but he is a big guy to bring down. Once he gets out in the open field, those secondary players do not want to come up and make that tackle.
Newton 4 carries for 36 yards. Play action, rolling right, looking to the end zone. Has a man, first down, inside the 5. Larod King with another grab. Gain of 12 yards. Second reception of the afternoon for King.
Play action pass, Morgan Newton outside the pocket. Larod King, who had the touchdown earlier, making another nice grab for his quarterback. There he is, just coming across on a deep crossing route, had a step on A.J. Davis, and a nicely thrown ball from Morgan Newton. We talked about his confidence, how quickly it could turn. He's looking more and more comfortable the deeper we get into this game.
And Jack Crow on the sideline having a conversation with the officials.
Jacksonville State has called a timeout to challenge the ruling on the field of a completed catch. The prior play is under further review.
Well, Kentucky got up to the line of scrimmage. They were trying to get a quick snap off so that you take away the instant replay. There's Larod King. I think he did have the ball 2 feet down, and then the ball was stripped by A.J. Davis. Had control there. And then after he had control and was out of bounds, I really felt like it was stripped after the fact. He only needs 1 foot. I think he actually got both feet in bounds. And the biggest question, I think, what they're looking at is, did he have possession? And I feel like he did. I felt like he had possession long enough. And the official's right there in front of him looking at it. I really believe this is going to stand as a catch.
Ruled a complete pass on the field as Kentucky trying to add to their 14-0 advantage. And that was a quick review.
After further review, the ruling on the field is confirmed, a completed catch. First down, Kentucky. Jacksonville State is charged with the second timeout, and they lose their challenge for the game.
So Jacksonville State now down to 1 timeout left in the half. Yeah, shake your head. It's been that kind of afternoon.
Yep, and that confirmation that the officials stated says they saw the same thing we did. The video evidence was clear that it was a catch.
So King with his second reception, now he breaks out to the left all alone. Right close to where he had that touchdown reception earlier. Williams, the give. Will be met just shy of the goal line. A pickup of about a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
And down here, you really got to feel like Kentucky's offensive line can take over and use their size advantage and their physical nature and just overpower the smaller Jacksonville State team.
2nd and goal from the 1. Williams remains in at tailback. Has yet to score a touchdown this year. Play action. Newton rolling to his left. He'll try and do it with his feet, and Newton is in. Nine plays, 85 yards, 20-0 Kentucky.
Well, when you start running the ball well, they have to respect that. You get the linebackers to bite up on the play fake, and then Morgan Newton shakes one defender. That looked kind of close to whether his knee was down before he scored, but it is going to be a touchdown for Kentucky.
McIntosh 3 for 3 on his PATs. Second rushing touchdown of the season for Morgan Newton. 21-0 Wildcats on homecoming weekend.
If you're looking at a home security system, or even if you already have one, ADT can give you so much more. Now you can easily arm and disarm your system right from your cell phone, even turn on your lights. You can also count on fast alarm response from our advanced network of monitoring centers, plus great local service, ADT's theft protection guarantee, and a money-back guarantee if you're not completely satisfied. And you can get all this and more for just over $1 a day. A single ADT system can help protect you from burglary, fire, and high levels of carbon monoxide. When an alarm is received, ADT responds quickly, calling local authorities for help. You can even add new technology, like ADT Pulse Interactive Solutions. Now you can know what's happening in your home by actually seeing it on your cell phone or computer. Even if you already have a security system, it's easy to add ADT monitoring. Get ADT's Quick Connect Plus system installed for $99.
It's peace of mind that can also save your life.
ADT, always there.
The most advanced 3D technology is finally in the hands of true masters.
Yeah.
I don't know, hasn't the whole 3D thing jumped the shark by now?
It's gonna be amazing.
What?
A very Harold and Kumar 3D Christmas. Rated R.
I'm a Wrangler guy. Always have been, always will be.
Wrangler 5-star premium denim jeans. For long-lasting comfort and value, the right choice is Wrangler. Real, comfortable jeans. Available at Walmart.
It's an SEC-WCC Wednesday night volleyball doubleheader on ESPNU. First, LSU battles Arkansas. Then St. Mary's takes on San Diego. The action begins tonight at 8 and continues at 10 on ESPNU.
The Palmer and Pollard Show, Mondays at 1 and 9 on ESPNU.
Welcome back to the SEC on ESPN inside Commonwealth Stadium, where the Wildcats have just gone up 21-0. Rob Stone, Danny Cannell, glad you're here with us on homecoming Saturday in Lexington. As we take a look at Kentucky's drive chart today, did not start off so well. Punt, fumble, punt. Since then, back-to-back touchdowns. The scoring actually started courtesy of their defense with a defensive score. Their last 16 plays, Danny, 13 have been runs. The last one, a run from Newton, a 1-yard run for the touchdown.
And they've been impressive drives, long, sustained drives. Really, it's been on the ground predominantly, but Morgan Newton made a couple impressive throws as well on those drives.
Bonner fields this one at his one. He'll bring it out. And it will be knocked out close to the 20, and we send it to the studio.
Guys, how about Ole Miss and Arkansas? Now, the Razorbacks, heavy favorites in Oxford. They had a bye week to prepare, and you wouldn't know it. Ole Miss, Randall Mackey to Dante Moncrief. The Rebels leading the Hogs 10-0. Purdue all over Illinois. Caleb Turbush, 2 touchdown passes in the game. Boilers up on the 23rd-ranked Illini, 21-zip.
Purdue has won 5 of the last 6 meetings between those two teams. Houston Nutt getting it done versus his old team. He's 2-1 versus Arkansas since he left the Razorback program. On 1st and 10, rifle complete, just shy of a first down. Trey Smith with the grab from Blanchard. Houston Nutt taking some heat in Oxford after a 2-4 start, 0-3 in conference play.
Well, last year, Houston Nutt was beat by this Jacksonville State team. This year, he had a rough start, and I definitely think he was a coach that's on the hot seat. If he beats Arkansas, that could save his job.
Immediate contact. Middleton maybe to the line of scrimmage. Avery Williamson sneaking through to lay the early lip.
The penetration all day has been impressive for Kentucky. See the linebacker blitz, Avery Williamson coming right through that A-gap. Jacksonville State has nowhere to run so far. Not a lot of opportunities to make plays for Jacksonville State thus far.
The Gamecocks really need a 3rd down conversion here at 3rd and 1. They only have 1 on the afternoon. They're going to try and do it through the air. And a great grab if they call it a completion, and they do. Middleton, the big guy, showing his paws.
That was a tight throw and catch. Cody Blanchard delivered a perfect pass, but Calvin Middleton, I mean, usually those running backs, you kind of have to give them a nice throw. This is a firm throw right on the money. The outstretched hands of Calvin Middleton, and he hangs on, aware of where he is and the necessity to get the 1st down. Showing the officials that was a big throw and catch. And even bigger had it got the 1st down for this Jacksonville State team, which needs a spark if they want to stay in this game.
Blanchard now 6 of 8 for 37 yards. Had that fumble when he was sacked from the blind side. That was scooped and returned by Kentucky in the 1st quarter. See the total yards for these two programs. Again, they like to do it on the ground. Back to Middleton after that reception. Flag on the play. Williamson a tackle. This is the first of 3 straight home games for Kentucky, and they're off to a 2-4 start and winless in SEC play, but the schedule softens slightly for them. After this game, they're home to Mississippi State and Ole Miss. And then at Vanderbilt.
Illegal formation, offense, 5 players. Still 1st down.
6th penalty already on Jacksonville State.
Oh, Jack Crow is hot. They actually went with a formation here. These are offensive linemen over here. You have 3 offensive linemen right there in the middle, but this is the old Emory and Henry formation that Steve Spurrier made famous and tried it. They did it successfully against this Kentucky team when South Carolina was playing Kentucky.
Play action. Blanchard fires left, drops one in, complete. Cooper with the grab.
Oh, what a catch by Kevin Cooper. This is the same player that caught the 4th down and 15 against Ole Miss a year ago. And how about this catch? Outstretched arms. Oh, man. The back half of the ball. And that is outstanding athleticism. Great pass from Cody Blanchard. And suddenly Jacksonville State has found a little momentum.
Pickup of 22. Cooper had that big 4th and 15 touchdown grab in overtime versus Ole Miss last year. Blanchard escapes a sack, spins at midfield, is able to pick up a couple on 1st down. We'll give him 3, so that'll bring up 2nd and 7 for a Jacksonville State team that needs this. They need a time-consuming drive. They need to give their defense a rest, but they really need some points right now as we close in on the end of the first half.
Especially, like you said, Rob, right before halftime, if they could get a score, make it respectable, keep themselves within 2 touchdowns going in at halftime, they could at least feel good about themselves.
Quarterback keeper. First down. Blanchard getting it done. Coming up on Monday, Jesse Palmer, David Pollock. Another installment of Palmer and Pollock on ESPNU Mondays at 1 and 9 Eastern. College football lives here every day on ESPNU. David Pollock just texted me a few minutes ago from the campus of Michigan State as he's there to watch the Wisconsin Spartan game. Blanchard through the air, almost picked off. Nellums, who already has 1 touchdown, almost able to add a pick to his afternoon's resume.
Martavius Nellums from the safety position. Blanchard trying to throw a corner route. That's just great. It's a great break on the football by Nellums. Great pursuit. See Trey Smith trying to hang on to it, but a great batted down pass. And again, we're seeing a lot of unique formations from Jacksonville State in this game so far.
Now look at this quadruple stack on the right. Quick strike finds Ely, and Ely breaks through. Ely across the 25. First down. Nellums with the tackle, and we talked earlier, Ely has had success versus this program. A gain of 19.
We talked about the unique formation, and basically it was designed to get Ely the football with 3 blockers out in front of him. Defensive coordinator Rick Minter said the great equalizer are trick plays, the option, things that these FCS teams try to do to make up for the size mismatch.
Ronnie Letson, the offensive coordinator, dialing up some fun stuff right now. Blanchard rolling to his left, has a man open in the end zone. Touchdown Gamecocks! Alan Bonner with the grab. 22-yard touchdown strike to Bonner.
What a great play here. Cody Blanchard buying some time. Finding Bonner on a corner route in the end zone. That was a throw. They had a lot of success on that drive were the corner routes. Cody Blanchard showing me something on that drive. Able to get outside of the pocket, improvise a little bit, and that was just playground football towards the end of that play.
That was a fun-looking drive.
We saw the Emory and Henry formation. We saw the quadruple stack. Jacksonville State catching Kentucky off guards a little bit, and the momentum they need going into halftime. Alan Bonner quickly acknowledges, and Cody Blanchard celebrates the touchdown.
It's time for Texas A&M to change the game. Time to share our Aggie spirit with our new family as we grow together. It's time for Texas A&M.
The tea is sweet. The ham is country. The game is basketball. The horses are fast. The smile is warm. The handshake is firm. The day's work is honest. And the insurance, of course, is Kentucky Farm Bureau. Big on commitment.
Taco Bell's Double XL Chalupa. Double the premium seasoned beef, warm nacho cheese sauce, and toppings upon toppings in a monster chalupa shell. It's so big, you're gonna need a closer.
This just in. Me. You're done. Fact.
Gentlemen, if you use catheters for your health care, you know what a hassle traveling can be, even across town. That's why Liberator Medical is offering all you men out there our exclusive free catheter travel pack, just in time for the holidays. It includes 6 full-length male intermittent catheters, specially designed for travel, and a compact hand sanitizer. Men, place your next order with Liberator Medical, and you'll have your choice of new innovative catheters from all the leading brands. Thanks. Like the SpeedyCath hydrophilic catheter. It's pre-lubricated so it's easy to use, right out of the package. No messy lube to spread. Join the Liberator Medical family today. Place your next catheter order with us and get your free catheter travel pack. Compliments of Liberator Medical. 1-800-742-7126. 1-800-742-7126. 1-800-742-7126.
Jacksonville State finally getting on the board, cutting their deficit to 14. They know a little bit about playing come from behind football this season. All 5 of their victories this campaign have been of the come from behind variety. 12 comeback wins combined over the course of the last 2 seasons. We asked Coach Crow about that, and he said, you know, we're a team still trying to figure everything out about exactly who we are. We stumble and bumble sometimes, but then we figure it out. Bouncing kick will roll out of bounds. Flag on the field before that one rolled out of bounds.
Not only did they kick it out of bounds, I think they were offsides on the kickoff coverage. I mean, you just had the momentum of this game, and you do that. Jack Crow is not happy right now.
There were 2 fouls on the play. Offside, number 45 of the kicking team. That penalty is declined. Free kick out of bounds is accepted. The ball is put at the 40-yard line. First down.
2:28 left in the first half. We send it to the studio. And Dari, what's in store at halftime?
Well, you're going to get a little bit of Matt Stinchcomb, which is great. How about Arkansas, Ole Miss? This is not going as planned for Bobby Petrino's team. We'll show you why. We'll look ahead to Auburn, LSU. How will those suspensions affect LSU and Oklahoma State at Missouri? A lot of folks like Missouri in this one. A lot of folks might be wrong, guys.
Thank you, Dari. On first down, a big gain across midfield. And again, it's Koshik Williams, the junior from Georgia. He was number 2 on the running back depth chart today. He is number 1 right now because Raymond Sanders, we haven't seen them in about a quarter, Danny, due to a sprained ankle.
The thing that's impressed me is this Kentucky offensive line creating a lot of holes for these running backs.
Williams at 115 yards rushing in the first half, a career high in his first ever 100-yard game. That one incomplete, intended for Matt Rourke. We go back to Koshik Williams, and talk about stepping up and filling in.
Oh, now he looks like he got poked in the eye on that last play, having to come off the field. You don't want to take your guy with the hottest hand, or I guess hottest feet. You don't want to take him off the field.
Well, they're thin at running back right now. Josh Clemens, during the bye week, their leading rusher, ruled out for the season. Now Raymond Sanders injured, and now you got Williams on the bench with an eye injury, so they're going to have to turn to Jonathan George. George to the right of Newton. 2nd and 10, approaching 2 minutes left. Newton with his feet, following his blockers towards the 35 before he's finally taken down.
And here, Kentucky, that penalty, the kick out of bounds, giving Kentucky the ball on the 40-yard line with a short field to go, really costly for Jacksonville State.
Under 2 minutes left, Kentucky burns their first of 3 timeouts, trying to add to their 14-point lead.
We might live on different streets and have different schedules, but one night, every week, we all get together for some home cooking. Rated M for mature.
Jack Crow not relating some old-time University of Arkansas stories to his team right there. He is barking, passionate, and in their face because they are handing this one off to Kentucky due to injuries, due to penalties.
That's the strength of this team, their defensive line. They have 3 seniors up front, and they need to do some They need to stop this Kentucky run game.
3rd and short. The give to George. 1st down. Gain of 5. 1st and 10. Minute 50 left in the half.
Kentucky with a couple timeouts left. Clock is ticking, but there's plenty of time. They can still work the ground game, which has been their most successful aspect.
10 first downs in the first half for Kentucky. Newton, oh, great protection across the middle, complete. And another grab for King. Gain of 24.
Well, when you're struggling, stopping the run with your front 4, you've got to bring pressure. And when you do, it creates opportunities down the field. And that's what happened. Kentucky was able to find Larod King in man coverage.
With that reception, King over 1,000 career receiving yards, only the 22nd player at Kentucky to do it. Newton, looking for his 2nd rushing touchdown of the quarter, is stuck at the 4. And another timeout on the floor, and there is Larod King with 65 receiving yards, right on the nose. He's at 1,000.
And Morgan Newton developing more confidence. He's throwing the ball with more accuracy. And Larod King has been his favorite target this afternoon.
ESPNU, your home for passionate college football fans, and our experts will break down the top schools in the nation in our weekly 3-hour special. The experts 1 and 7 Eastern on Tuesday, and one of the subjects for the experts this week may be Rick Neuheisel and UCLA. They got absolutely run on the road on Thursday at Arizona, and he got the always fearful vote of confidence from his athletic director after that.
And he was on the hot seat before that game, and then just the way that unfolded, that was an ugly loss for UCLA.
2nd and goal.
He's got a wide open receiver up top. There they finally made the adjustment.
Newton will not get there. Kentucky with 1 timeout left. We're under a minute and a half.
And I wouldn't use it here. I'd let some clock run down so that you don't allow Jacksonville State any time with the football. If you're Jacksonville State here, you've got that 1 timeout. Maybe you use it to give yourself a chance. It looks like everybody's content with just letting this be the last play or 2 of the half.
Koshik Williams, the tailback. Williams, the carry, trying to get outside right, and he is going to lose yards. Big loss, dropped at the 10. Rodney Garrett, first on the scene. And a big play from the senior from Huntsville, who last year led the OVC with 6 forced fumbles. So Kentucky called timeout, and they are resetting the clock right now. That's why you do not see it on our bug. 3rd and goal coming up. Make that 4th and goal coming up. So the field goal team will be trotting on for Kentucky.
And you see Jack Crow there cheering on his team. And that's the case. That was a big stand for Jacksonville State. You know, Kentucky only had to drive 60 yards, and you saw Jack Crow getting on his team during that 1 timeout, trying to inspire them to make a play. Their offense just got their first touchdown of the game. They get the ball coming out of the 2nd half.
So 2 seconds left when that timeout was called, as Kentucky is getting set for their first field goal opportunity of the afternoon. This one will be from 27 yards for Craig McIntosh. And that'll put the end on a first half. Kentucky's lost 4 in a row. Jacksonville State's won 4 in a row. But it's the SEC club on top 24-7 at the break. Now we send you back to SportsCenter U. Matt Stinchcomb, Dari Noka. Gentlemen, take it away.
All right, gentlemen, we will do that. Matt Stinchcomb, Dari Noka with you, and we welcome you into this ESPNU SportsCenter U halftime report. So Kentucky getting just what they need, which is a team that they can do a little bit of everything against. It's been a good first half for them. Meanwhile, not the case for Arkansas. Stinch, how do we explain what has happened here? Because Arkansas, boom, Broderick Green stopped. Ole Miss holds on 4th down, and they get it, and here we go. Rebels get the scoring going after a field goal. Randall Mackey to Dante Moncrief, 31 yards, and they come out blazing, Matty.
You know, Randall Mackey, they knew he was a playmaker for him. He can make some plays with his legs. But you see David Lee, offensive coordinator, dialing up the big strike, and they jump on top of the Razorbacks early in this ball game.
It's a team that's been outscored 109-27 in SEC play this year. And then Brandon Bolden, first down gain of 25. That's a first and goal. 3 plays later, 2 plays later, Randall Mackey keeps it and gets in.
You know, and part of it is, too, Arkansas not getting the offensive touches, unable to get into a rhythm because of some of the successes that Ole Miss had on offense.
So Mackey, 9 of 10 through the air in the first half for 110 yards. There goes Dennis Johnson, 52 yards. First rushing touchdown of the year, but it's still a 17-7 Ole Miss lead. Ole Miss 0-3 in conference play. Arkansas had a bye week last week. Figure that out. How about Carolina Clemson? Bit of a slow start for the undefeated Tigers. How they have managed to turn.
How confident we are that you'll love your Neat organizer. So give us a call or go to tryneat.com for your 30-day trial and say goodbye to all that paper.
Jacksonville State came into today having won 4 straight. They trail a Kentucky team which has lost 4 straight. Kentucky on top at the break, 24-7. Penalties have really undone Jacksonville State. Untimely penalties, big yardage penalties. They had a very good drive, though, to close out the first half, which has to give them some reason for optimism as we take a forward focus look onto the second half.
Jacksonville State started to get some momentum, and it was really because they got creative with the play calling. Offensive coordinator Ronnie Letson started to get Cody Blanchard outside the pocket. He mixed up some formation, worked in some play action pass, and when they started to do that, you saw some momentum. You saw them start to start moving the football with more success. Washaun Ely started to get involved in the game. Alan Bonner caught a touchdown on a corner route. And then Cody Blanchard made some plays off the cuff when he got outside the pocket. So I think it was a good couple of drives for Jacksonville State. And then for Kentucky, what they need to do the second half is they need to grind it out. Their offensive line did a great job running some powers, just overpowering a Jacksonville State team that is smaller. And Koshik Williams, who came in after Raymond Sanders was hurt with an ankle injury, he's got 115 yards in the first half alone. And I expect to see a strong dose of him in the second half, and they'll continue to do that. And the more they do that, the more they'll be able to work the play-action pass as well when they want to catch Jacksonville State off guards.
In Kentucky's last game, a loss at South Carolina, they had 96 yards of total offense. 96. Already 253 through the first half.
On November 4th, Harold and Kumar are back.
Mr. Claus, can you feel any of this?
In an adventure so three-dimensional.
Watch out!
It's gonna be amazing.
Who are you looking at?
You'll get Christmas all over your face. A very Harold and Kumar 3D Christmas.
Extraordinarily unsafe.
Rated R.
You ready for this? I just signed the whole family up for unlimited mobile-to-mobile minutes.
You're kidding.
No.
Where's that money coming from, Steve? Did it even cross your mind to ask your wife before signing us up for something so expensive? My mother was right. I should have married John Clark.
They were free. I got them when I signed us up for unlimited messaging.
Get more value from AT&T. Buy an unlimited messaging plan and call any U.S. mobile phone free. AT&T.
I got this Citi thank you card and started earning loads of points.
Okay, we'll leave that there for now.
You got a weather balloon with points.
Yes, I did.
Points I could use for just about anything.
Keep on going in this direction. Just take this bridge over here. There it is.
So I used mine to get a whole new perspective.
Write your story with the Citi Thank You Premier Card. With no point caps and points that don't expire. Get started at thankyoucard.citi.com.
I'm going to be a teacher.
I'm going to be an engineer.
I'm going to be an artist. I'm going to make a difference.
I'm going to be a dietitian.
I'm going to be a math teacher.
TV producer.
Be an actress.
A journalist.
Pediatrician. Professor.
A social worker.
I'm going to change the world.
Education isn't a destination, it's a journey.
At Jacksonville State University, we're getting you ready for where you're going.
Rob Stone, Danny Cannell, welcoming you back to the SEC on ESPNU as we're about to set to kick off the second half here from Lexington. Kentucky opened up with a 21-0 lead, a couple fastballs. If they knocked out of the park, they now lead 24-7. Jacksonville State will get the ball first in the second half. Homecoming weekend here in Lexington. Crowd's a bit of a concern coming into this game. They've dropped 4 straight and they got mauled in their last 3 games, all of them versus elite SEC foes. But Kentucky putting up the points defensively and offensively here through 1 already. Gabriel Chambers watches this one sail out of the end zone. So the Gamecocks will start from the 20. And this is a Gamecock program that is comfortable playing come from behind football. All 5 of their victories this season have been comeback wins, and it's something they've done over the course of the last 2 seasons. They had a very strong creative drive on their last venture on the field. Cody Blanchard, the 22-yard touchdown reception to a wide open Alan Bonner. Some very interesting play calling on that drive. It'll be interesting to see if they carry it over, something that Danny recommended that they do at halftime.
Even see if they have anything more up their sleeve that they were saving for the second half too.
This a very standard power I formation. The pitch, Ely. And Ely, gain of maybe 8 yards on first down. They may even give him 9. I think they will. A good start on their first play from scrimmage in the second half.
Look at Jacksonville State coming out doing what Kentucky had done so well the first half, and that's just getting in a power formation and trying to physically overpower Kentucky, which you wouldn't expect Jacksonville State to be able to do.
That's usually where the difference between FBS and FCS schools lies. The big difference up front and, of course, in the depth department as well. Gamecocks trying to dial up something off the boards. Said they give it to Ely, and Ely will have himself a first down as he crosses the 30.
And this opening drive of this half for Jacksonville State, I see it very critical for them in the overall scheme of things in this game. If they want to fight their way back in, they've got to do something here on this drive, because it can quickly get out of hand, especially the way they've been struggling defensively to stop Kentucky's run game.
1st and 10 from the 31. Pass game. Blanchard drops one into the hands of Middleton. A first down, and Middleton driving towards midfield. Gain of 16 yards.
Just a simple play action pass. You see Middleton slip right by the linebacker. Comes wide open in the flat. And that's as easy a completion as you'll find.
3 plays, they've already traveled 28 yards. Middleton on the sideline. Ely remains in as the tailback. James Shaw in motion, and it'll be Ely, and minimal gain there. Trevathan there on the tackle. That's Max Holcomb, the redshirt freshman from Tuscaloosa, the starting center who started every game. Slow to get up, trying to walk this one off, and he's having some issues.
Yeah, he's going to come off the field. And that is always It's one of the toughest positions to replace on the field. I mean, everybody thinks about a quarterback being the most important position, but the center, the guy who gives the quarterback the ball, sets a lot of the blocking schemes up, sets the pass protection schemes, and most importantly, that center quarterback exchange. When you're in the shotgun, even lately, it can be a concern, but we'll have to see how they do.
That's Taylor Johnstone, the sophomore from Douglasville, Georgia, now playing center. Blanchard under pressure, avoids one, and then heaves that into the bench area of Kentucky. Good throwaway. Mike Douglas applying the pressure on Blanchard. And now a 3rd and 9.
Mike Douglas, the defensive end, just splits a couple of Jacksonville State running backs. And Blanchard wisely threw it away.
Really the tailback to the left of Blanchard. Blanchard steps, fires, almost picked off. Winston Guy had it for a beat.
Oh, and what a missed opportunity for Winston Guy. Dropping 8 into coverage. And Winston Guy just dropping in that curl flat zone, looks for the receiver, then finds the quarterback's eyes and clearly had a beat on that ball. But you know what? That's probably why he plays defense and not offense. That's the old saying.
Cody Blanchard back to punt. This will be his 5th punt of the afternoon. He's averaging about 41 a boot. Good looking punt, fielded inside the 20 by Burden. And Burden goes backwards. And good special teams coverage there by the Gamecocks.
You know, every team I've ever played on, the offensive guys always give the defensive guys a hard time, especially if they drop an interception and say, hey, that's why you don't play offense anymore.
33-yard punt, a negative 3-yard return. And here comes Morgan Newton, 5 of 9 passing for 77 yards in that touchdown to Lerod King. He also had a couple rushes, 8 for 48 yards. What's your assessment of Newton in the first half?
I think he's gotten better as we've progressed through this game. Had a rough start, a couple drops, but then he's made some impressive throws to Lerod King down the field.
They've been primarily a rush team today, 176 rushing yards so far, and they're looking for more there. And instead, it's Monte Lewis, a senior and first team All-Ohio Valley Conference last year with the tackle.
Monte Lewis, one of our impact players for Jacksonville State, getting some penetration there and a tackle for a loss. This Jacksonville defense, the Jacksonville State defense, which struggled so much, started to pick it up late in the first half, holding Kentucky to a field goal, hoping to pick up on that momentum.
Lewis now at 4 tackles. Defense is the strength of this Jacksonville State team, but it didn't start out that way this season. New system, the guys are finally getting comfortable and playing with intent. Newton will run it. And Newton able to squirt through, and he'll be marked down at about the 21.
Of every time that Morgan Newton has tucked it and ran it, I've never seen one guy bring him down, especially the first point of contact. Gets hit right there by a Jacksonville State defender that bounces off him. This is a big physical quarterback, 6'4", 235 pounds, tough to bring down.
Gain of 10, and now it's 3rd and 2.
They're getting more aggressive with their defensive backs, coming up and pressing these Kentucky wide receivers.
They're used to seeing that in SEC play. Williams the carry, and Williams cannot get outside. Late flag thrown in. Rashad Smith, the sophomore from Fort Walton Beach, with the tackle. A lot of penalties on Jacksonville State
during the run
already.
Holding on the offense, penalties decline, 4th down.
So 3 and out for Joker Phillips and his offensive side.
And much like the first half started with both teams struggling a little bit on offense, same way the second half has started.
Alan Bonner back. He has 1 punt return touchdown. Came a couple years ago against Alabama A&M. He's standing at his 38. Good looking punt. Bonner all the way back, close to the 25, and he's got a little edge outside. Across the 30, hit from behind. Loose ball. Winston Guy with the hit from behind. Coach Crow out there pulling bodies off the pile.
Winston Guy showing why he's a leader of this team along with Danny Trevathan. He's out there on special teams, on punt coverage. And really the pursuit and the chase down of that play was super impressive.
Recovered by the Gamecocks, but Guy made it interesting. Another look at the return and the hit. Big break for the Gamecocks as they retain possession.
People choose 5-Hour Energy now over 9 million times a week for lots of reasons. It's a nutritional supplement that really works. Its key ingredients are found in everyday food like avocados, broccoli, and bananas, or already in you. It contains about as much caffeine as a cup of the leading premium coffee. 0 sugar, 4 calories. What will your reason be for choosing 5-Hour Energy? Its effectiveness? Its beneficial ingredients? There's only one way to know. Try it today.
If I were cheese, I wouldn't want to let go of myself either. Come try the cheese-inspired dishes on our 2468 value menu, only at Denny's.
TireRack.com is more than just an online tire resource. We're your one-stop online tire know-how, know-who, and know-what. Speaking of that, know what else? Our prices are practically unbeatable. And that's all you need to know. We're revolutionizing the way you buy tires. Be ready for winter. Visit TireRack.com to shop Bridgestone's complete selection of Blizzak winter tires, designed to provide extra traction in snow, ice, and cold. TireRack.com. Research, buy, deliver, install.
Over 5,000 SEC student athletes. 2,583 named to academic honor roll. 329 named academic All-American. 12 universities. One mission. The Southeastern Conference, equipping tomorrow's leaders today.
See Winston Guy, the center of your screen, number 21, had his 10th tackle of the day on that special teams play.
Watch Winston Guy here. He's going to come on this play. He's going to over-pursue, but watch what he does after the fact. This is a great teaching point. If you're a young football player, go over-pursues the play, but sticks with it, plays till all the way until the whistle blows and actually creates a turnover. Here he comes making the big hit from the backside. And that's what you really got to love, the hustle and the relentless pursuit of the football and not giving up. I mean, he was out of that play early, stuck with it, came back and made a play.
Guy who'll be playing on Sundays next year for sure, a senior from here in Lexington. 1st and 10 through the air. Blanchard dropped the ball by Middleton.
Oh, and you just got to give a touch pass to those backs coming out of the backfield. That was a little fastball from the baseball player, Cody Blanchard. I know he plays shortstop, but just a little too much heat on that pass. Same play they ran earlier. Just a little high, too. Tough one for Middleton to bring down.
Remember, Middleton had that diving catch a little bit earlier in the game. Perhaps they decided to up the ante on testing his hands. Second and 10, met in the backfield is Middleton. A loss of 1. Dante Rump, the sophomore from St. Matthews, South Carolina, leads the defensive line in tackles, has 21 coming into today.
Good job another time. How many times today have we seen guys like Rump and Mike Douglas all across that defensive line getting in the backfield of Jacksonville State?
3rd and 11 for the Gamecocks. Blanchard drilled as he released it in and out of the hands of Howard. The tight end had it momentarily, and Blanchard is still down and finally is helped up to his feet.
Blanchard showing his toughness right there, staring right in the face of a Kentucky defender. Absolutely got rocked. There it is, number 46, Ronnie Snead. Absolutely delivers a blow. And Blanchard with an impressive pass right down the field. Had an opportunity to make a big play. Justin Howard. Could have been a huge play.
Jacksonville State, 8 possessions, 6 punts. The true freshman, Dalen Hall, back to return this one for Kentucky. And he steps up, calls a fair catch, and fields it just beyond the 30. Blanchard sticking around in the pocket and pays for it.
You know, it's pretty simple. You want the new iPhone. We want to buy the one in your pocket. We're Gazelle.com, and we'll pay you more than you probably think. We'll pay you fast. We'll even pay the shipping. Like I said, simple. You want the new iPhone. We'll pay you for the one in your pocket. So what's your phone worth? Go to Gazelle.com. Do it now for our best offer. That's Gazelle.com. Couldn't be simpler.
Be yourself. Be refreshing. Be 7-Up.
More and more folks are trying out Snapshot from Progressive. A totally different way to save on car insurance. The better you drive, the more you can save. No wonder Snapshot's catching on. Plug into the savings you deserve with Snapshot from Progressive.
I'm gonna grab some more munchies. Be back in a sec. Cool.
What's up, Clay Matthews? You want a piece of me?
This ain't over, punk. Whoa, I see you met my Clay Matthews fathead.
Real big fathead. Get yours at fathead.com.
Rob Stone, Danny Cannell, welcoming you to the SEC on ESPN. Homecoming Saturday here in Lexington. The Wildcats on top, 24-7. Coach Sheik Williams, a breakout first half at tailback, over 100 yards. Since then, here in the second half, 3 carries, -10. Williams leaping and then getting dropped at the 35. Pickup of 2 on first down, 2nd and 8. Pierre Ward, the redshirt freshman from Prattville, Alabama, with the hit.
And be careful when you leave your feet, because you become very vulnerable to a big hit. You have no control over your body. But I like the fact that he's playing out there, Coach Sheik Williams, with some reckless abandon.
Raymond Sanders, who started the game, we have not seen him since the first quarter due to a sprained ankle. That's why Coach Sheik Williams getting so many of the carries. And Josh Clemens, their leading tailback, out for the year with a knee injury discovered during the bye week, and a big pickup there on 2nd down for Williams. Gain of 6. That'll bring up 3rd and very short.
It's another opportunity for this Kentucky offensive line to make a statement. They've done such a phenomenal job of creating space for these running backs, and I think they'll probably stay on the ground game here in this critical 3rd down.
And here's Williams, and that'll be enough for a first down. Pickup of 4 there on 3rd down.
When you've got an offensive that's struggled some, and take some of that pressure off by keeping it on those offensive linemen's shoulders.
Jacksonville State beat Ole Miss last year, and that got us thinking, well, this year, what other FCS teams have beaten FBS opponents? And there's a couple of them. And that was our trigger question of the day. We'll dole it out here more in a second. Newton through the air. Well, immediately stuck after making the grab of about a yard was the fullback, DJ Warren. His second grab of the season.
Newton surveying the field. A little bit late on the pass, but good coverage by Rashad Smith, number 51. About as perfectly played as you can get out there.
2nd and 8. Newton spins, fires, completes. King. First down. Well, we showed you earlier our Twitter question of the day, and here's the list of 6 FCS schools that have beaten FBS.
I remember the Sacramento State game, the Oregon State, that kind of kicked off the season, and it really started Oregon State's tailspin. And then, of course, Indiana State, one of the greatest stories at the FCS level.
With a tie to this program as well. We'll tell you about that after this snap. Indiana State, the Sycamores really turned things around last season. They continue it this year. Whistles and a flag.
My guess is Indiana State's defensive coordinator might be watching this game this afternoon.
Or maybe busy with Illinois State.
Prior to the snap, false start. Offense, 5-yard penalty.
Rick Minter brought in this year as the co-defensive coordinator at the University of Kentucky. There is Rick. Well, last year he was the linebacker coach at Indiana State, and he was living with his son Jesse and his family. Coach left to take over the job here in Lexington. Jesse is now the defensive coordinator at Indiana State. Newton under pressure. Newton will go down. Rashad Smith, very active second half, is there with the sack.
Rashad Smith had actually signed with NC State out of high school. And you see a lot of these players at Jacksonville State who at one time or another were supposed to play at big-time programs, and for various different reasons ended up here on this Jacksonville State squad. And you can see the level of play. They're a solid team and well coached.
2nd and 17. Newton from the shotgun, looking left and goes right. Dumps one down, easy completion. Williams has it, and Williams beyond the original line of scrimmage. It'll still be 3rd and pretty hefty.
When you're facing such a 2nd and long situation, really all you want to do is try to get back about half the yardage to give yourself a better chance on 3rd down. That's exactly what Kentucky did with a little screen pass.
Gain of 10. You saw A.J. Davis, the very talented cornerback, being helped off the field. Davis, one of 2 guys on this defensive unit for the Gamecocks that the NFL guys are very interested in. 3rd and 10 from the 40 for Kentucky. Good pressure, lobbed that one, and incomplete to Williams. Pierre Warren, the true freshman from Prattville, Alabama, applying the pressure on Newton, so the Wildcat punt team will have to come on out.
Well, they had tried the screen again, but that time Jacksonville State had dialed up a blitz and was able to get to Morgan Newton. So before they could set up the screen, he had to throw it away.
And Kentucky looking like they're trying to snap this one quick with the punt team, but the officials slow things down for him. Tidlochka, low drive, try to angle that one down the right side, does a wonderful job bouncing inside the 10. They'll mark it out at the 7. Win and return, former Georgia star running back LaShawn Ely hits the field with his new team. He needs a drive. He needs some of those 5 touchdowns he scored last time versus Kentucky as well.
Wednesday night volleyball at 8 and 10 on ESPNU.
Many men have a small problem. When they get close to attractive women, they lose all self-control. Thankfully, there is a solution. Perspiration can be controlled.
Taco Bell's Double XL Chalupa. Double the premium seasoned beef, warm nacho cheese sauce, and toppings upon toppings in a monster chalupa shell. It's so big, you're gonna need a closer.
Just in. Me. You're done. Fact.
There's something about lacrosse when you pick up a stick that's different from any other sport I've played that just sort of grabs you, and it's a little bit of an addiction to your stick and just to the sport. That sort of carries over into the fraternity of the sport, which it's very close.
I love it. Do you have financing?
Absolutely. We have great rates. Let's go ahead and check your 3 credit scores.
3 credit scores? Did you know everyone has 3 credit scores? And just one bad credit score can ruin everything.
That's going to be a problem.
So see all 3 of your credit scores now at freescore.com. Unlike other services that give you only 1 score, freescore.com shows your scores from all 3 credit bureaus for free. That's important, because just one bad score can cause you to be rejected for credit and financing, or pay higher interest rates. So get all 3 scores at freescore.com, plus unlimited access to your complete credit profile, 24/7 credit alerts, and the easiest way to spot inaccuracies.
Enjoy your new TV.
Thanks. You're welcome.
Get your 3 credit scores today for free at freescore.com.
Free score! Freescore.com!
Well, Sean Ely back on the field for his new college football program. Jacksonville State led the University of Georgia in rushing his freshman and sophomore years. Was given his unconditional release and is now in Jacksonville, Alabama. There's his numbers on the afternoon. 10 carries, 56 yards, no scores. Jacksonville State needs something offensively here, and they go to Ely on first down, where he'll get half a yard, maybe a full. Not much.
Well, we talked about at halftime that Jacksonville State needed to keep the creativity, and we really haven't seen that yet in the second half. You know, they did some interesting formations. They ran some couple trick plays, and just now they've gone into this. They're trying to physically overpower Kentucky, and I just don't see that happening.
They're not getting a whole lot through the air as well. And that's where they go right now. And they'll get a first down on that completion to James Shaw. Shaw, the senior, with pickup of 11.
Well, we've seen him a couple times throw the flat route to the fullback. This time Blanchard thinks about it, comes off of it, and finds James Shaw right in a little curl zone.
Back to Ely. Follows his lead blocker, and a good pickup for a first down. He keeps on charging across the 35, and a late flag thrown in for good measure.
With Sean Ely showing a glimpse of what made him special at Georgia. Really impressed with his patience on that run. Waiting for some blockers to get out front of him, and then when he saw a little crease, turned on the jets.
After the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, number 21, defense, 15-yard penalty, first down.
So put the run and the penalty together. It's a gain of 33 yards. That was Nellums, not Guy. Nellums with the late toss to the turf.
That's a tough call there. Joker Phillips is not happy with it. I mean, he was on Sean Ely, Nellums was, and trying to bring him down. I don't think he realized where he was on the field and just kind of finished the tackle. Unfortunately, it was out of bounds.
Third penalty on Kentucky. Play action. Jacksonville State trying to strike big. Drops one into triple coverage and almost intercepted. Cartier Rice, the junior from Duncan, South Carolina, had it.
And Cody Blanchard, that was really the first bad decision I've seen him make through the air today, and maybe it's because he's getting pounded every time he throws it. This time floats one up there and a missed opportunity. Watch Blanchard to see him just take an absolute licking. And that's what quarterbacks that play against SEC opponents typically have to deal with.
Blanchard just 1 for his last 6. That should have been picked by Rice. 2nd and 10. Ely. Now you get the feeling now that Ely is starting to get in a rhythm, starting to get in a groove. Another pickup. That one of 5 yards. And Ely closing in on 100. He's at 79 right now. Is that, they might be calling Aaron Andrews. Is that EA there in the bottom?
That is, right in the middle.
Wow. You know,
that should be a touchdown play, if so.
You know you've made it when. All right, let's see if they dial up Aaron Andrews. Blanchard, shotgun, looking left. Not even close. I don't think that was the Aaron Andrews
That looked more like a Rob Stone play.
Oh, easy.
One day your dream will come true, and they will have you on that side.
I don't know. I think that one might have been Shark or Carolina Panther.
And here we go. Jacksonville State realizing the importance of staying in this game. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
4th and 5. Blanchard from the shotgun has Rashawn Ely right to his left. 2 wideouts to the left. Now Ely helping bark out signals to his right. Play clock down to 5. Blanchard, what a pooch punt. Drops it inside the 5.
Beautifully done by Blanchard, showing off his athleticism.
Now, what a punt from the starting quarterback. Had everybody thinking pass play. Kentucky takes over, and we send it to the studio.
All right, guys, how about a couple of undefeateds? We start with Oklahoma State on the road at Missouri, 24-17. Mizzou had tightened things up, but Joseph Randall takes that into the end zone, 31-17. Now Cowboys halfway through the 3rd. How about undefeated Clemson against North Carolina? Taj Boyd, 12 yards to Brandon Ford. North Carolina, though, has just scored themselves. 2-touchdown lead right now for Clemson in the 3rd.
Clemson, one of 10 unbeatens left in the FBS. Thank you, Dari. Flag on the play.
Substitution infraction on the defense. 12 players in formation. 5-yard penalty. Remains 1st down.
That is not the first time that has happened. Look at the frustration on Jack Crow's face.
That's a pinch the bridge of your nose kind of day. 7th penalty for 65 yards. If you're trying to upset an FBS team on the road in SEC territory, you cannot give them these breaks with penalties.
And simple penalty. I mean, just you have to be smarter than that. Just substitutions, formations on offense. It's just got to be very frustrating.
Pickup of 4 will bring up 2nd and 1. Newton under center. First down. And a lot more. Koshik Williams having a career afternoon here on homecoming day. He's now at 139 yards rushing.
Koshik Williams, little counter step, nice little cutback, but look how hard he is to bring down. Koshik Williams, 5'9", 178 pounds. Elusive out there on the field and just does a great job of finding the holes and exploding through them.
More from Williams. Met initially there by Rashad Smith.
Rashad Smith, number 51 for Jacksonville State. Pretty impressive in this game so far. We've called his name quite a bit, but they need some other players to step up around him too to shut down this Kentucky running game.
You mentioned Smith signed out of high school with North Carolina State and then went to prep school and then ended up in Jacksonville, Alabama. 1.5 minutes left here in the 3rd quarter. 2nd and 7 for the Wildcats. Little pitch, a high pitch handled well. Diving for the 1st down marker They're going to rule him out of bounds just a little bit shy, but more yards again for Williams. They'll give him 5 on that carry. Garrett pushing him out of bounds.
I like this Koshik Williams. Even just that little extra effort towards the end of that play, knowing where the first down was, extending, trying to reach for it. Pretty impressive back. Sometimes you don't know what you have because a guy's buried on a depth chart, and Koshik Williams is making the most of this opportunity with the injuries that were in front of him.
This will be the 50th play for Kentucky. 36 of them have been rushes. Lobs one, looking for Jonathan George. And Newton got crunched as he delivered that one.
And man, when you get the blitz, you have an opportunity to make a big play, and that's exactly what happened. Morgan Newton knew it, tried to buy himself some time, hung in there till the last minute, got drilled when he threw it. Took a nice lick at the end of that play, and he was feeling that one. Almost found Jonathan George wide open down the field.
Saw Newton holding his left shoulder, elbow, tricep area. Punt team out. Alan Bonner standing at his 21 for Jacksonville State. And they make him run back and to his right. Look at this point. Fielded inside the 10, then boxed into the end zone, scooped up, and he runs it out. A 64-yard booming punt from Ryan Tidlachka. Coming up Monday here on ESPNU, Jesse Palmer and David Pollock will provide an engaging and interactive look at the past week's action and set the scene for the upcoming week's big games. Strap yourself in for an entertaining and opinionated 3-hour college football forum as we take a look at the BCS standings through week 7, presented by Vizio and SEC in the 1 and 2 slots.
The best part about those standings right there is a lot of it will take care of itself by the end of the season. LSU, Alabama, of course, November 5th, squaring off.
And they have an off week next week, those two programs do.
Oklahoma State going to face each other.
Jacksonville State frying a timeout with 37 seconds left in the third quarter. And yeah, it's one of those oy vey type afternoons for Jack Crow. It's not going to be a fun 6-hour bus ride back to Jacksonville, Alabama at this rate, but still plenty of time, and they are still very much in this game. Take a look at the scoring. Fumble recovery in the first quarter. Hit by Martavius Nellums, and the return by Nellums. And then to the air went Morgan Newton, finding Larod King, who went over 1,000 yards receiving today. And then Newton running it in himself from 1 yard out in the second quarter. Cody Blanchard hooking up with Alan Bonner. 22-yard strike for the first points for Jacksonville State. And Kentucky able to add a field goal at the end of the first half. Ely getting tackled at the 23, leans to the 24. Alvin Dupree, the redshirt freshman, with a tackle.
You know, as frustrating as this has been for Jack Crow, they're still in this game. They're just kind of hanging around. Kentucky hasn't been able to get that knockout blow. And if Jacksonville State could somehow get some momentum and put a touchdown on the board, all of a sudden the atmosphere has changed dramatically.
Blanchard, oh, late hit, and he's picked off. A flag is going to be thrown. I think this is going to come back as the official gets knocked down on the return. Trevathan with the interception. I'm not sure that official could ever get his flag out. If you watch the replay, it looked like he was trying to get it out. He's being tended to now by the rest of the officials. They're going to call time on the field, and this is going to be interesting.
And, you know, I saw Blanchard get rocked and was wondering if maybe they were going to call a roughing the passer. We just talked about a knockout blow, and
roughing the passer might be roughing the referee. That's Tom Ritter being tended to. Now watch the hit that Blanchard takes. Yeah, you just kind of missed it.
The thing about the hit was it looked like it was contact to the head. There's Trevathan, who made a great block on the play.
The ref rolled up on as well. Tom Ritter now down on the floor. We still have not seen a flag come out. So that is how the third quarter is going to conclude as they take a look at the lower leg of your official, Tom Ritter. We'll be back with the fourth quarter from Lexington after this.
Saturday Night Football on ABC. Texas Tech, Oklahoma, or Washington, Stanford.
Hey, I thought these were electric.
It is, yeah. It's a Chevy Volt.
So what are you doing at a gas station?
Well, it still takes gas to go farther.
But you're not getting gas.
True, not this time. Don't have to gas up very often.
So you have to go to the bathroom?
No.
Because you do.
Thought these were electric.
Yes, it's a Chevy Volt.
So what are you doing at a gas station?
Nobody does what Papa John's does.
Earn double points for free pizza fast with Papa Rewards only at papajohns.com. Double points every day. Now that's free pizza fast.
Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.
Creating a business website is easy. Whether you're a lawyer, a photographer, or a beauty salon. Choose your type of business, company name, color scheme, and design. Done. Customize your site with your own text, pictures, and logo. Customers will find you everywhere. Choose from over 200 industries. One-in-One My Website. Try it now for free. One-in-One.com.
It's time to make our floor look better and feel softer. How about we start with the guaranteed low price on the carpet, the pad, and installation. Let's get peace of mind for a lifetime. It all adds up to better carpet at a better price. And a great looking room transformed. More saving, more doing. That's the power of the Home Depot. Get 10% off or 18-month special financing on carpet purchases of $450 or more when you use your Home Depot credit card.
That is Cody Blanchard on the bench right now, still trying to seek either a late hit or a hit to the head. Referee Tom Ritter took a hit after the interception. He has been helped off the sideline. Let's take another look at this, Danny. This is interesting.
Watch number 46, Ronnie Snead, delivers a blow to the head, and Blanchard immediately recognizes it, says, hey, throw a flag for me, help me out. And I think it should have been a penalty. Right here, you'll see it again. A step or two towards the quarterback. You see the neck snap back, but watch Tom Ritter, the official.
You're going to see his hand go to his waistband as if he's trying to pull out the flag, Danny. Instead, he gets rolled up on.
Comes into your screen right here and see his hand right there. He's got it. That's where they keep their flag, tucked right there. He's getting ready to throw it. And then he gets his ankle rolled and he's down.
I mean, it certainly looks from our vantage point like he's trying to throw a flag. Instead, he gets rolled up on and loses his focus to finally unleash that flag. So it's going to stand as an interception. And Kentucky with great position to punch one in. They're going to lob it into the corner, looking for King, and they find him. Second touchdown of the afternoon for Lerod King. And a man down now for Jacksonville State. First play of the fourth quarter, a 6-yard touchdown strike. Jawan Booker down in the corner of the end zone.
Kentucky was waiting for somebody to step up and make plays, and there have been two guys, and this is one of them, Lerod King. Second touchdown catch of the day. Same route, just a lot closer, just a fade route, the corner of the end zone, and both times Lerod King was covered pretty well. That time by number 2, Jawan Booker, and both times he simply went up and made a play.
Both touchdowns very similar. Lobs thrown by Newton, let the 6'4" King do his business. And Focus now on Booker, who remains down on the field. And
there's the other playmaker, Koshik Williams. I'm sure there'll be some game balls given out tomorrow, and those two guys will be on the receiving end.
But Danny, let's reflect back to the end of the third quarter. There could be a very hearty case made for the fact that Kentucky shouldn't even have the ball.
And I agree with you. I mean, from everything we saw, it looked like Ronnie Snead should have gotten flagged for the hit to the head of Cody Blanchard. One more look. Plenty of room to let off, but what about Danny Trevathan? He definitely wasn't going to get flagged for anything except for a great play, showing why he's the most valuable player on this defense and maybe even this team, and one of the better players in the SEC on defense. Cody Blanchard tried to make his case immediately after he threw it, and he's going to be sore tomorrow. He has been hit quite a few times this afternoon, but been impressed with his toughness and the way he has kept throwing the ball down the field and hung in there.
Officials stopping things momentarily before the extra point. McIntosh, the junior from Lexington, tacks on another point. 31-7 Kentucky on homecoming Saturday. Trevathan started it with the interception. Newton and King finished it on the next play. The third time in his career he has had a multiple touchdown reception afternoon for King. Newton enjoying it. Kentucky up big.
I don't want to get up. I don't want to go to work. I hate mornings. Great, I have 20 minutes. No time for coffee. Hello, my friend.
Can't get it together in the morning? Try 5-Hour Energy. It's simple, effective, and unlike coffee, it's ready right now. No waiting, no hassle.
Let's do this.
5-Hour Energy, the no wait, no hassle way to a great morning.
Here's to the things that keep us comfortable. Good friends, loyal dogs, and a pair of great fitting jeans. Wrangler 5-star premium denim jeans. For long-lasting comfort and value, the right choice is Wrangler. Real, comfortable jeans.
Okay, you know you're gonna need new tires. It's inevitable, right? With Tire Rack's online research tools, you'll know you're getting exactly the right tires for you, your car, and the way you drive it, all at a great price. Don't just change your tires, change the way you buy tires. Be ready for winter. Visit TireRack.com to shop Bridgestone's complete selection of Blizzak winter tires, designed to provide extra traction in snow, ice, and cold. TireRack.com. Research, buy, deliver, install.
We got ADT because I walked in on a burglary once. The physical damage was pretty bad. The emotional toll was even worse. Our daughter had nightmares. What that robber really took from us was our peace of mind. With ADT, we got it back.
Every 14.3 seconds, a burglary takes place in the United States, so rely on the fast alarm response of ADT. A single ADT system can help protect you from burglary, fire, and high levels of carbon monoxide. When an alarm is received, ADT calls the local authorities for help. And you can get this monitored protection, plus great local service, all for just over $1 a day. And only ADT offers a theft protection guarantee.
Take it from me. The time to think about a security system isn't after something bad happens. It's before.
Call now and get one of our best values, ADT's Quick Connect Plus system, installed for $99. Hurry and take advantage of these savings. ADT, always there.
Welcome you back to Lexington. Time now for our Taco Bell game track, and Kentucky just punching in the first points of the fourth quarter. They are on top 31-7. Koshik Williams, the backup tailback today with a career day, 22 carries, 148 yards. Morgan Newton 9 of 15 through the air for 116 yards. Now has 2 touchdowns through the air and 1 rushing touchdown.
And we'll see a steady dose of Koshik Williams in this fourth quarter, you would think, so he's only going to add to those numbers.
Chambers inside his 5. Across the 20, across the 30, here goes Chambers. He's going to go the distance. Gabriel Chambers, 99-yard return.
And we talked about Kentucky trying to get that knockout blow. Thought they had it with Danny Trevathan's INT and the subsequent touchdown, but Chambers keeps Jacksonville State hanging around. This team is very capable of coming from behind.
A true freshman with a huge return. And now Jacksonville State with 14 on the board. 17-point game here in Lexington. And Chambers from his own 1 breaks a tackle there. Finds the left sideline, and he is gone.
I told you you were too close, but nobody ever listens to me. No, 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 no. I mean, who does that? Backs a car into another car? You know what? You make my head numb. I can't even. Ugh.
Like a good
My
neighbor,
head is numb.
State Farm is there.
I'll take care of this. With a new boyfriend. Hot.
With a new girlfriend.
Oh, this is what you like.
Yes, it is.
I was perfect the way I was. Okay.
State Farm agents help you get to a better state.
The one restaurant with unlimited amazing food for one incredibly low price just might have gone deliciously off the chart. Only Golden Corral would introduce the lusciously amazing chocolate wonderfall. Dip fresh strawberries, marshmallows, homemade macaroons, and more in a non-stop flowing river of chocolate indulgence. That's right, a non-stop flowing river of chocolate indulgence. Golden Corral. Now this is helping yourself to happiness.
Feeling buried by all the piles of paper in your home or office? Maybe it's time you traded in the old filing cabinet for a new office assistant. Meet the Neat Desk Scanner and Organizer, the only scanner that actually thinks while it scans. With Neat Desk, all your important documents can be easily scanned and then organized with the NeatWorks software. So that shoebox full of receipts instantly becomes a manageable expense report. That stack of business cards can go directly into your computer's contact list. Virtually any piece of paper automatically becomes a searchable document that you can find with a simple keyword. And here's the best part. If you call or visit us at tryneat.com right now, you can use the Neat Desk or the amazing Neat Portable Scanner for 30 days absolutely free. That's right, you'll have 1 full month to enjoy a paper-free lifestyle absolutely free. That's how confident we are that you'll love your Neat Organizer. So give us a call or go to tryneat.com for your 30-day trial and say goodbye to all that paper.
That man, true freshman Gabriel Chambers, has just made things interesting. The 4th longest kickoff return for a touchdown in school history. It went for 99 yards. And Jacksonville State, perhaps they have a 6th come from behind victory in their back pocket this season. They have done themselves in with penalties and a questionable no call that led to an interception that led to a Kentucky touchdown as well. Low kickoff again goes out of bounds, and Kentucky will again start at the 40. That cannot continue. If you're on scholarship, you may lose it this week if you keep kicking it like that. 3rd time today. I apparently sounding a little emotional, but there's no excuse for that, Danny. Griffin Thomas, the sophomore.
No, I mean, especially, maybe one time we give you, a free pass, but the 3rd time today, Kentucky has had the advantage of starting on the 40-yard line. That's one of the most costly penalties in all of college football.
There's a lot of words to use. Bad is on the top of them. That cannot happen. You have any chance of winning on the road at an SEC team, you cannot hurt your program with things like that. When we are done here in Lexington, we have the All-State Game of the Week. Mike Glennon and NC State taking on Virginia. Some late news out of that game. NC State wide receiver T.J. Graham suspended for the first half of that one. And then the nightcap at 7, Army versus Vanderbilt, presented by 5 Hour Energy. College football all day and night long right here on ESPNU. And that's another look at Griffin Thomas. His parents are not enjoying us shooting him that way, but unfortunately, he's kind of deserved it. Kentucky going to the fullback, DJ Warren, a very talented fullback that the Kentucky staff has a lot of faith in. He was a tailback in high school, went to the same school as Randall Cobb, started every game there, and they were telling us he was the last guy we offered in our class, but we really have high hopes for him at that fullback position. Francis Duncan with the tackle there. It was a loss of 1, so it's now 3rd and 9 for Kentucky, and they are at 40% on 3rd down conversions this afternoon. Newton steps up. He's going to try and run it for a first down. He'll have it.
Oh, and Randy Sanders, offensive coordinator, said Morgan Newton is at his best running the football when things break down, and he tucks it and runs it. Here he surveys the field, nothing's open. Watch, he's like a bulldozer towards the end. Bangs into a couple guys, little 360 Jacksonville State defenders bouncing off of him.
Pickup of 12. He now has 68 yards rushing.
More impressive than last week.
That's right, a new career high rushing yardage-wise for Newton. Now a more conventional rushing attack there on first down. Jonathan George, who came into the game as the 3rd string running back for this game alone, getting another carry. Again, Coach Sheik Williams with over 100 yards, filling in for the injured Raymond Sanders, who started the game for Kentucky.
This Kentucky team starting to look like they're aware of the clock, working a little bit more of the play clock, letting it run down, taking their time.
2nd and 6, another carry from George, and another first down. Gain of 8 yards. And the rushing attack for Kentucky now at 249 yards.
Yeah, we've seen Jonathan George now starting to get some carries. Now, Josh Clemens, the freshman, was out of this game with an injury he suffered in their last game, but Raymond Sanders got the start. Coach Sheik Williams came in when Raymond hurt his ankle, and now we're starting to see Jonathan George get in on the action.
56 offensive plays for Kentucky. 40 of them have been rushes. 41 of them have been rushes. George.
I think what you really, the guys who get all the credit for this running attack today are those offensive linemen. And for quite a while through training camp, the beginning of the season, they were having to roll guys in due to injuries. Randy Sanders said it was very frustrating on their first day of full contact.
First live snap.
First live snap, they lost 2 offensive linemen on the same play. And it's just such a continuity issue when you can't practice with the guys, they're not playing together. Well, now it looks like they finally started to come together pretty well.
It's about the 3rd week in a row that he's had all 5 of his starters healthy and playing together. 2nd and 7. Look at this protection. And Newton, a little fake, a little shake, and a little bake. And a first down.
And Morgan Newton, he really has impressed me with his feet. And I think this just goes to the whole culmination of his development as a quarterback. He's starting to figure out, hey, if things aren't there, I don't have to force it. I don't have to throw it away. I can get that first down using my athleticism. This is all part of his development of becoming the man for this Kentucky offense.
259 yards rushing today for Kentucky. This will be the 8th play of this drive. They've already held it for over 4 minutes.
Earlier in the game, I said he wasn't that fleet of foot. Well, he's starting to impress me.
Big guy at 6'4", 235. Late pitch. Another first down. Jonathan George won the state track championship in the 200 and 400 meters. Also a state wrestling champ as a junior and a senior. Boy, he's getting some playing time in relief of Williams and putting up some good yards. That one went for 16. This Jacksonville State D a little tired. Remember, they haven't had a lot of time to rest. They had that 99-yard kickoff return, which essentially sent them right back on the field to defend this Wildcat offense. A late give into the belly of George, and ball may be loose. Ball is loose. Who has it? Jacksonville State recovers inside the 5. Pierre Warren.
I tell you what, Rob, this Jacksonville State team is just hanging around. They're getting banged up. They're against the ropes, and Kentucky looks like they're going in for an easy touchdown. And you were just talking about Jonathan George. That ball is clearly on the ground. Pierre Warren, the true freshman, picks it up for Jacksonville State. And that's the issue you run against when you have some young guys in the backfield that haven't carried the ball a lot. They make younger guy mistakes.
Ball on the 2. You're on the road. You're down 31-14. What is your play calling right here, Danny?
Well, simply by formation alone, Jacksonville State was pretty clear. They want to get it out of that end zone area. I like them to try something to take a shot down the field, a play action pass, but clearly they were a little concerned about taking a safety, just buying themselves some breathing room.
They'll pick up a 5 on first down. We'll give them a little place to exhale. So 2nd and 5 from the 7. One wide out to the left. That's Trey Smith. Ely. Oh, Ely's going to bust a big one. If he broke that tackle, he could have gone the distance. Martavius Nellums, who had that sack and fumble recovery for a touchdown in the first quarter with the tackle. Game a big one, and now Ely over 100 yards at 102, Danny.
Well, Sean Ely's the type of back who gets stronger as the day goes on. He's a big physical back, 5'11", 215 pounds, and he's gotten better the longer we played.
Play action. Finds Ely on the delayed toss, and Ely tackled from behind as he gets to the 30-yard line, and we send it to the studio.
All right, guys, let's check in on Oklahoma State now, starting to roll against Missouri. Now, Missouri did have a 2nd and goal and fumbled. Ensuing drive, Oklahoma State, Joseph Randall untouched, 59 yards. He's over 100 on the day, and it's the Pokes up by 3 touchdowns in Columbia, guys.
Oklahoma State trying for their 9th straight road victory. Trying to go to 7-0 for just the 3rd time in school history. 2nd and 6. Short gain there from Middleton. That'll bring up 3rd down, and Gamecocks have to score on this drive.
Yeah, every 3rd down now for the Gamecocks becomes critical as far as staying in the ball game. They have to score on this drive if they want to have a chance at the end of the game.
3rd and 3. Taking a lot of time off this play clock when you were down this much on the road. And at this stage of the game, under 7.5 to go. Ely not on the field here. It's Middleton. Picked off. Winston Guy, wonderful grab. 2nd interception thrown by Blanchard today.
And the whiff. I love the celebration. Winston Guy going over there with Coach Minter to get the chest bump. But who else would you expect? Jandy Trevathan earlier in the game had the big interception, and Winston Guy. These are the 2 heartbeats of this Kentucky defense. Almost identical to a play we saw in the first half where Winston Guy got his hands on an interception and dropped it. This time, fully outstretched. Comes up with a big turnover.
This one's going to be blown dead before the play. Blanchard on the phone talking upstairs.
Previous play.
They're going to review this, I believe. Yep, they're going to review that interception. So Kentucky unable to get the play off before the review crew could step in.
look. Blanchard just looking all the way and to his right. Winston Guy reading the quarterback's eyes. Let's see if you can see it. Did he have possession of it? Did he bobble it on the ground? I think.
Ooh, loose there. It comes out.
That ball is dropped.
Again, we have the benefit of instant replay and slow motion, something the officials do not have, making bang calls. But you're right, Danny. This one has got to be.
Well, that ball is, I think it's going to be overruled, but now you're Jacksonville State and you've got a 4th down coming up because the favor is not going to be a turnover. And I still think they're going to have to punt it away, but of course field position becomes very important now. I don't think they're in a position to go for it on 4th down with where they are in the field, because if they don't get the 1st down, it could be costly. But I think this will come back. I think we clearly saw Winston Guy, that ball on the ground.
It would be a 4th and 3 play if this call is overturned. Again, the ruling on the field, an interception for Winston Guy. If it stands, it'll be Guy's 6th career interception, but it looks like it is going to be coming back. Had it.
There's the best look right there.
And loses it right there.
Clearly the ball is out, hitting the ground, and he cradles it with his body. Pretty good acting job by Winston Guy. Complete with celebration and everything. A lot of times that's what the officials look at. They want to see a player's reaction to the play. And he hopped up right away like he made the interception. The interesting thing for me to be was, what does Jack Crow decide to do on this 4th and 3? 3 scores down. We're going to think about it.
Ruling on the previous play is a
further
well,
discussion.
Don't forget,
needed.
he is a substitute.
That's right. That's right. Tom Ritter, the original ref, is out.
The ruling on the previous play is that there was not a catch, an interception. So the ball will be returned, and it will be 4th down and 6. It'll be Jacksonville State's ball.
Well, he's getting booed by the home crowd, but the ruling was correct, just like we saw. The call was reversed on the field because it was ruled an interception, but the video evidence clearly showed the ball hitting the ground. So now Jacksonville State with a 4th down and 3.
Please reset the game clock to 7:16.
We believe that is Jay Vines, who is now the referee, filling in for the injured Tom Ritter. It is not 4th and 6. It is 4th and 3. And remember, Cody Blanchard is the quarterback and the punter. Kentucky has nobody back to field this punt. It is 4th and 3, 7:16 to go. Gamecocks down 3 scores.
And when Tom Ritter went down, the head official, it's kind of like losing your quarterback out there on the field. It's a very important part.
Set the game clock to 7:16.
It's an important part of the officiating crew out there. He kind of holds things together. He's the guy who communicates with us, with the crowd. That's Jack Crow saying, we'll take another 3rd down.
Absolutely, he'll take 3rd down. The big board up here says 4th down. We say 4th down. The chain crew is stuck in 3rd down, and here we go. And Jack is trying to sell this one as well. What do you mean?
He has no case, though.
Whoa, it's 3rd down. Why do you need to change? I don't want to see a 4. So now the official talking to the chain crew, and
I'd love to be on this conversation because Jack Crow is quite the character. Love to see how he's trying to convince them.
And we believe we're finally set for 4th. Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Yep, there, yep, yeah! All right, 4th down.
And there they got it right.
All right, all joking aside, a very big 4th down here for Jacksonville State as the officials continue to try and sort through this mess.
And Jacksonville State has managed to somehow hang around. This is one more opportunity for them to hang around in this game. Jack Crow knows the importance of this 4th down attempt. The crowd finally becoming a factor in this game.
Blanchard from the shotgun. Hit as he released. There's your interception. Luke McDermott. The senior from Louisville with his 2nd career interception. Not bad for a walk-on who had no scholarship offers coming out of high school.
Well, as a quarterback on a 4th down and 3 with the game on the line, you try to make something happen. You don't want to take a sack. Cody Blanchard just lofts a desperation pass. Luke McDermott, big number 68, rumbling and stumbling after that one. Cody Blanchard, Ridge Wilson, number 48, delivering a blow. No chance.
George scooting outside left. Out of bounds after he crossed the 10. Coach Crow's reaction to the last play. So there's interception and then takes a shot on the backside. He's like, I got that guy's number.
Rod King gets one more chance at a...
Won't be on this drive. Touchdown, Jonathan George.
You know what I like about that play, Rob, is they went back to Jonathan George. They had just given him the ball before. He had fumbled on the 1-yard line, probably feeling pretty down. That time they fed him the rock again. That time he comes through for his offense.
(38-14), Kentucky on top. And the Wildcats showing off their stable of running backs here in horse country with another rushing touchdown.
Wednesday night volleyball at 8 and 10 on ESPNU.
It's time for Texas A&M to change the game. Time to share our Aggie spirit with our new family as we grow together. It's time for Texas A&M.
An airline has planes and people, and the planes can seem the same, so it comes down to the people. Because bad weather, the price of oil, those are every airline's reality. And solutions won't come from 500 tons of metal in the paint job. They'll come from people. Delta people, who made us the biggest airline in the world, and then decided that that wasn't enough.
Taco Bell's Double XL Chalupa. Double the premium seasoned beef, warm nacho cheese sauce, and toppings upon toppings in a monster chalupa shell. It's so big, you're gonna need a closer.
Just in. Me. You're done. Fact.
Be free and express yourself. Do what comes naturally. Be yourself. Be refreshing. Be 7-Up.
Welcome back to Football Friday, presented by Wendy's.
What's up, my fellow Football Fridays? Are y'all ready to watch some football? Football! Y'all playing that football game, huh? Football! 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 Did y'all get me a cheeseburger? Y'all horrible friends.
Grab a Dave's Hot and Juicy and tune into Football Fridays, brought to you by Wendy's on ESPN.
Dari Noka in the studio. Update what's going on there with Arkansas and Ole Miss. Remember, this was a 17-0 Ole Miss lead at one point. Tyler Wilson. to Joe Adams. Joe Adams down inside the 5, led to a Tyler Wilson touchdown run on 4th down. Ole Miss then recovered an Arkansas fumble inside their own 1. And Jeff Scott tackled for a safety by Jerry Franklin, and the Hogs have scored 26 unanswered in the 3rd quarter to take a 9-point lead.
Interesting down there in Oxford. Arkansas, if they can get that come from behind win, will become bowl eligible and improve to 6-1. There will be no 99-yard kickoff return for a touchdown here as Chambers takes a knee. Take a look at our Russell Athletic. Great teamwork, and Newton to King not once but twice today, Danny, and on similar looking plays as well.
Joker Phillips waiting for somebody to step up. Lerod King did so for this offense. Nobody's happier than Morgan Newton either. Finally, a receiver has made some plays. I mean, Randy Sanders, the offensive coordinator for Kentucky, said he had so many drops he couldn't even keep count. Not the case today.
Lerod King, 84 yards receiving and 2 touchdowns. New quarterback for Jacksonville State, Thomas Dara, senior from here in Georgia. First down by Ely. Ely over 100 yards for the 4th consecutive game. Pickup of 17. Dara, a transfer from Alabama.
This is a chance to get him some playing time against an SEC opponent. Cody Blanchard's been banged up all day. Give him a little breather and get your backup some experience.
Play action, Dara. Off target intended for Cooper. We're talking to the Jacksonville State staff this week, and they say, you know what, we really don't know who our backup is this week to Cody Blanchard. There's no definitive number 2 or number 3 guy. It's either Stephen Coates or Dara, and it'll be Dara, the senior, getting the call. I like Blanchard. I think the kid can play.
He impressed me. He impressed me with his toughness, with his ability to run the ball and make some throws outside of the pocket. But it was a long day for Jacksonville State.
Took a lot of hits. It's going to be a long 6-hour bus ride back home. He's going to need a good old ice bath, too. Dara's going to keep it. And then Delta blow at the 40, pickup of 2. 6'6", 212 senior Thomas Dara in relief for Cody Blanchard.
And this Kentucky team knew how dangerous this game was. Jacksonville State, of course, upset Ole Miss last year, and Joker Phillips preached to his team that they could not take this team lightly, but rather use it as a springboard into the second half of their season.
On 3rd and 8, Dara. Short hop, that one intended for Trey Smith. Time to punt. You wonder if they'll send Cody Blanchard back on the field to punt, the starting quarterback and starting punter. No, it's going to be another body. That is number 89. I would love to tell you his name, but it's not listed on the Gamecocks roster today. So, yeah, there it is, Jake Scott. Somebody's paying attention. There's Jake Scott. Or might have been partially tipped. All right, Jake Scott, good cameo. Kentucky takes over when we return.
If you want to shed fat and get a body that's shredded, then it's time to get on the rack. The Rack is a complete total body workout system, and it's the hardcore hardware that adds a whole new dimension of variety and intensity to traditional body weight exercises. You get explosive chest, shoulders, and back, big arm blast, and ripped abs on the rack. a fat shredder workout, and a total body muscle building express workout. Totally ripped on the rack. Order now and get this special Get Ripped on the Rack 30-day trial for just $14.99. When you order, also ask how you can get the rack system shipped right to your door for free. As an added bonus, you'll get the Rack Nutritional Guide, custom workout guide, and special Bartender's Workout DVD, plus shipping. That's a total value of $60, all for free, but only if you order right now. Call now and order the Rack Total Body Workout System for this special 30-day trial of just $14.99.
Wow, what's that?
Oh, it's the new AT&T smartphone.
Nice. I wish I could afford one.
Yeah, I got a good deal. So.
Look at that screen. Ooh. Fast, too, right?
Oh, yeah. Last week, FITD.
It streams movies. Real web browsing. Turn left now. Look at this camera. Hold on. Let's get a photo. I'm listening to downloaded music. Oh, I can afford that. See ya.
The AT&T Impulse 4G. For $29.99, there's no excuse not to get your own. AT&T.
My father and I sweat a lot. The towel over his shoulder became associated with him. And so I wasn't going to have a towel over my shoulder. My mom calls me and she says, look, I know you don't want to throw that towel over your shoulder because your dad did, but you're sweating like a mule. You look disgusted. Do something. My name is John Thompson, and I am definitely comfortable in my own skin.
Dari Noka in studio out of the ACC. Wake Forest had Duke down 17-0, but here come the Blue Devils. Anthony Boone puts Duke ahead now, 20-17 in the fourth quarter. Michael Rocco, Virginia quarterback, getting set to take on Mike Glennon at NC State. That game coming up 3:30 Eastern, guys.
All right, thank you, Dari. Welcome back to the SEC on ESPN. Coming away from Lexington, take a look at the cheerleading crew here at Kentucky. What are their strengths? They've won 18 national cheerleading championships, including 14 of the last 17. Danny had a close eye on them during warm-ups today. New quarterback in for Kentucky, Maxwell Smith, true freshman from Grenada Hills, California. Brandon Gaynor with the carry. There's Smith, 6'4", 220. Last game versus South Carolina, he came off the bench, 0 for 3 with 2 interceptions. They like him, but they've had to put him in some tough situations. Talented kid, but he's not quite there yet as a true freshman. And Kentucky now over 300 yards rushing on the afternoon. Looks like it'll be just short of a first down. Morgan Newton's afternoon is done here. He can begin to enjoy his homecoming weekend.
And Morgan Newton, 10 of 16, over 50%. He's only been over 50% one other time this season. That was against Louisville. This is a much-needed game for him. Kind of get a confidence builder for this Kentucky offense.
180 total yards, 75 yards rushing for Newton. If they're going to have success as the season continues, they're going to need more yards from his legs. Spinning away from the initial tackle was Gaynor, the redshirt freshman from Miami, and they finally blow this play dead. Jason Horton, Pierre Warren there for the tackle. No gain on the play. That'll bring up 4th and 1, and
I think Kentucky is going to go for it, try to ice this game. If they convert here, pretty much run out the clock.
That's a long one as well.
The way their offensive line has done all day, though.
Well, he got in there fast at Gaynor. He hit something hard and is able to get a first down on 4th down. And that should seal things up. We take a video look at Morgan Newton's afternoon, lobbing that one into Larod King from 29 yards out in the second quarter, then ran one in from 1 yard out, and then first play of the fourth quarter, another lob to the corner to King. But he still has some work to do on his passing game. Kentucky grinding this one away. Another first down.
Rob, you talked about Morgan Newton. I agree with you. I think he's a work in progress right now, and a lot of that has to do with some of the, he went against the best defenses in the country, so obviously that was a step back statistically for him, and this offense struggled, but you've got to start somewhere, and I think today was a good starting point for them to build on.
Yeah, again, they're treating this as really the start of the second half of their season, a very demanding schedule. On the front half, Koshik Williams in relief, over 100 yards there, but the passing game is going to have to be more effective if they're going to do some damage with their upcoming schedule, because it's all SEC opponents coming up, but it's manageable. It's a manageable second half schedule. We'll go ahead and give them the win here versus Jacksonville State, upping them to 3-4. Now they need just 3 wins in their final 5 games to become bowl eligible for the 6th consecutive year. Mississippi State, Ole Miss, both of them currently winless in SEC play. Vanderbilt, and then Georgia and Tennessee. So several of those fall into the very winnable category for Joker Phillips and company.
Cody Jones, the backup fullback, getting some action, so a lot of backups starting to get a few carries. He's put in a lot of time during the week in practice. It's a good opportunity for them to get some live reps. Joker Phillips, got to be pleased with the performance for his team today.
Third and 2. And the chains will move again. And that is all she wrote for this one. Two more home games after this one for Coach Phillips. Mississippi State next Saturday, Ole Miss after that. A much needed victory, a much needed boost of confidence. And finally, this Kentucky program can smile after having lost 4 straight, 3 of them in blowout fashion to SEC rivals. So Kentucky will improve to 3-4. Jacksonville State falls to 5-2. 445 total yards of offense for the Wildcats on homecoming Saturday, and they win it 38-14. Coming up next, we'll send you back to the studio for Sports Center U. This has been a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. For our entire ESPN production crew and Danny Cannell, I'm Rob Stone. So long from
sidelines means a great deal to the men who played for him.
It's only appropriate that